We need more 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃. It's a segment of the show that y'all refuse to participate in. We were the crowd control for the summoning of the spirits, nigga.
I don't. No.
I was about to say. I was about to say. I'm not gonna say that.
It doesn't. Do you? But
all probably hot to Lauren. Like it just burns his tongue.
This nigga starts speaking in the air. Blood clot.
His son gonna shoot 0 of 13 and average 4 turnovers. He's gonna get a paternity test. He's not gonna train his son.
Although it would be difficult to say anything with a big black in her mouth.
That's what he said?
No, well, that's kind of what I made up. Everybody worry about this pizza.
Yeah, no, this pizza is loading. What, can you go back up to the timer? I would love to see that.
Don't even show him. Don't show him. Don't show him. Let it be torture. Let it be torture.
I'm getting antsy.
Let it be torture.
Lauren, what the fuck? He actually did it. Lauren, you need to be your own man.
Torture.
Stop following all these commands, nigga. Don't let Justin.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. But do you see how you calling him a slave?
But did you see how efficiently he didn't even think about it? He was like, Justin said it. I'm gonna do it.
Justin said, or maybe because
I'm worried about you.
Maybe because I agree. What are you talking about?
Let it. Yeah.
I don't know. Cult behavior.
Hey,
that's cult-like behavior.
Tony's starving.
Yeah, for sure. This nigga, like, come on.
He does like
140
why you
pounds,
hitting it like that? Damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
but what stage of the pizza pie is it?
Next time you agree with anything, I'm hitting you with that same shit.
I agree with anything. Niggas know I come to my own conclusions.
Man.
Yeah, I die on hills for mine.
Damn sure do die on hills.
I die on hills for mine, so you can't even.
And roll down them.
You couldn't even allege that on me.
Nah, you're right. You die on a lot of hills. That's true.
And then I wake up on the 3rd day, like Christ.
Still at the bottom of the hill.
Alive. Let me see that lighter.
I can't believe you brought Jesus into it.
It's the rebirth sequence.
Yeah.
They got his Wikipedia pulled up. And they got a lot of branding in that camera angle.
Yeah. And these, even like the tips.
Pause.
No. Because you didn't let me.
Stand on it.
Huh?
Nah, he's
I'm
talking about these.
The tips of the.
These are CBD cigarettes.
These CBD cigarettes.
Yeah, these are HACP rolls.
Which y'all would know about eventually in the future.
Potentially.
Once shit, goes in order. But, it's CBD.
It's just a few DMs away.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. Matter of fact, I haven't checked for a response.
But
it's a product we've been consuming lately, so fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. We're going to talk about it, but nah. Yeah, nah, it's finna be good.
You ready to get into this?
Yeah, I was about to say.
We need Lauren, though, right? This nigga just dipped and evaded.
Nah, we finna get into the show. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, y'all. Yabba dabba do people. Welcome back. This is our 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃 show.
Yes.
Hosted by yours truly, 2 of America's most wanted here.
We're in the building.
Tone Groove.
Jay Noblez.
Lauren, white man, on the boards, but somewhere not here.
He's handling business. By business is,
Hopefully he's picking that pizza up.
his beyond. But yeah, shout out to his dog and shit. But yeah, man,
Shout out to
𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃
the
show.
lovely ladies of LOY.
Thank
we
you for
forget
clicking
about
on
them religiously.
Are you yelling?
Yeah.
Jesus, nigga.
Just make sure
I
they
don't know. Goddamn.
Make
nigga.
sure they can see the passion.
I hear you twice as much.
Your headphones
But
might
nah.
be turned up and now, though.
Shout out to lovely ladies. Shout out to y'all for clicking on the video. Like if you haven't, and listen to us on Spotify and all those other good things. Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. You see, YouTube is a real nice
talk to them about it,
platform,
please.
but true support, or not even true support. It's just better for us to get the audio numbers up versus the video. The video is amazing. It's cool.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all.
We, of course.
All the love and the commentary. The likes. The donations soon.
And the interactions, you know what I mean? Because we get to interact with y'all in a way that we really can't when y'all listening to us on Spotify. But like Groove said, it would be wonderful to get those numbers boosted up. So, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you can listen to podcasts, really. We're probably on it. But
and speaking about boosting shit, we need more 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃. It's a segment of the show that y'all refuse to participate in.
Yeah.
It's partly on us because we don't be plugging that shit religiously. It's not like it's not like you just come in at the beginning of the episode. We might think about it halfway through.
And it's probably one of those things, maybe 10%.
We promote it at the end.
10%. And 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃 is one of those things, if you don't already know, questions or concerns, just #𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃. Put it down below. We're going to answer it. Tend to your needs. Because, that's what we do. We're for the people.
Are you questioning breaking your parole? 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃.
Yeah.
is your girl questioning your masculinity. Why or why?
Yeah.
You don't know what ties to get.
Yeah.
And you in the RDU area. Why or why?
You're not sure why your girl just getting freaky out of nowhere.
Especially that one.
That's a real why.
Especially
why.
that one.
Like, why the fuck is she
New
trying
tricks?
to lick my ass out of nowhere?
Yeah. All this new curiosity.
Somebody
Why or
taught her
why?
that, and you got to ask us why and how that happened. So yeah, just please do that. But yeah, on to some good fucking news.
What was that last night?
Friday.
Was that 2 nights ago?
It was Friday.
Yeah,
So-
we we were at a show and there was a moment where I was like, I looked at Justin and I was like, I can't believe they put us in charge of this.
Yeah.
We hosted a rave. A real rave.
No. A rave is that's like my lead white girl. We hosted.
No, that's EDM music.
We hosted, but that's what a rave is. We hosted a rock show, like a real rager, like almost like a metal show, but it was no bands.
We hosted a seance. We were participants in a seance.
Not necessarily.
We were the
though.
crowd control for the summoning of the spirits, nigga. Because if you paid attention to LOI's story this past weekend, shout out to you if you follow us on Instagram, and I'm Lauren. Could you hit that lower thirds?
Yeah.
That would be very pimping.
LOI the show, please.
LOI, all platforms. But if you paid attention to that, we documented the whole night. Yeah. And it was nothing but demons.
Okay. I mean, look, we
nothing but savagery, demons, and white women, nigga.
We hosted a rock show, and it was cool. Shout out to all the artists on the book, by the way. You mind? Well, I'll get it right, but
the headliner was a man, really an archangel, by the name of NASCAR Aloe.
NASCAR Aloe. And real quick, I don't want to shit on the first guy, but I think he needs to be talked about because he was so ass. If y'all niggas was there
shit on him?
as like, as performers, as y'all be like, what the fuck is he doing?
For real? Like
y'all be like, it would be like, so he, first of all,
let me run it real quick. It was something like,
because it happened to you. It was something personal.
So,
and it
before
was personal, before we start,
yeah.
the show, it started out beautiful. We went up there, we did our little shit, make some noise. If you love, you know what I mean? All the like, I love, like they was all going crazy.
Make
some
some noise if you hate your mom and shit.
You know what I mean?
A lot of white
Shout
people
Big
in
John,
attendance.
shout, the vendors. Everything was beautiful.
But during that spill of where we're hosting the show, we're presenting, we're letting the audience know what's going on. Somewhere in that speaking, I was like, there's a lot of trained professionals up here. Trust me, you in for a good show.
Say it one more time.
There's a lot of trained professionals in here. Trust me, you in for a good show.
Now you was right.
Don't try to do what we do here at home.
Yeah, and you was right by saying that just based off the principle. You got to hype up
based off
who's
the principle,
like coming up. You know what I mean?
Based off what I know about this lineup and what everybody's bringing to the table.
It's our duty.
There's a bunch of trained professionals in the facility.
Yeah, that you know.
So we call up the first nigga.
Yeah,
I kind of fumbled his name because I ain't really know him.
So it's personal. Was that point? That's where it started.
No, it's not even personal.
It's
not personal. It's ironic because he goes up. He starts performing this song.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know what this nigga looked like. He was wearing a mask, shades. It was like he was trying to avoid police warrants. Like there was a description out there somewhere. It's a sketch of him at a gas station.
Or embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he knew what was going to happen internally.
He was nervous and he didn't really want to show face.
This nigga, there was no part of his skin showing. Yeah. Like the nigga had gloves on. It was 70 degrees in that motherfucker. There was no reason for it.
Mind you, it was a packed crowd. It wasn't packed at this point in time. But
it was enough to be like sweaty.
It was a lot of heads in there. It was enough. It was enough to be the first person to perform because if you don't know, if you don't attend shows, if you don't perform yourself, that first nigga is always
He got the tone, bro.
He's got the weirdest spot because people might not be there yet.
Yep.
They might not be focused on what's going on for real.
But if you make the most of the crowd that's there at the time as the first person, you could set the tone for the show.
Because you got to think, you set the tone for the show, and these are the people here first, so they're the most punctual.
And
they're probably going to follow you on Instagram.
The elephant in the room is just like nobody's there for you. The first person going up.
Nobody knows who you are.
That's true.
You're the first person performing. You're there to like kind of get the crowd right. And this nigga.
So against all these odds, he folds completely.
Yeah.
Like he just completely shits the bed. He starts. He was cool at first. He opened the crowd up.
No, he
like,
wasn't.
He was decent at first. He was serviceable at first.
No.
He opens the crowd up. Prepares the raid. Punch somebody, elbow somebody, open this bitch up. The people do it. They're participating. There's about 6 people in there, but he's not rapping his song.
He's not rapping his song, and it's not even like any energy that.
What do you
like,
mean not rapping his song? He's got it playing.
He's literally not rapping the song. He's doing the whole. He's emoting like a Fortnite load up screen.
but
he's lip syncing.
so it's one of those things.
He's not even pretending. He's not even doing that, Lauren. That's the point. He's just standing there with the mic, just watching the chaos,
And
like he's not supposed to be entertaining us.
And it's like he's calling it a chaos, but it's not a chaos yet because he hasn't created that type of vibe yet. You can't just like start the song just because it's that type of show. That's what he expects.
So was he doing
this
like
is
the
what
star,
he did.
the
This is what
superstar
happens.
thing where he's not a superstar yet?
This is what happens. His favorite artist is probably Cardi, one of those type niggas who can do that
Who can be
because they
lazy.
earn the right.
That's what I'm talking about.
But all in all, the nigga was just, I think he was too comfortable. You know what I mean? Like he went up
He was
there
nervous.
as if like niggas knew who the fuck he was, as if, you know, let's mosh. Like, no, bro. Like
He was
who the
either
fuck are
high
you?
or nervous, and that results in comfortability.
And what
which
did he
is terrible.
mid-performance? What happened?
Mid-performance, right? So I'm on the stage. I'm watching, like, you know, the crowd get lost. Like we're
Because-
completely losing these niggas.
because-
we had him at first. We got him engaged, right? We did our job. Then he comes out and they're looking like, fuck. It's gonna be a long time till 10:30 when
Because
NASCAR go on.
Everybody's so confused. They're like, is he supposed to be rapping now, or is the song playing? Like, am I supposed to be hitting this nigga, punching this bitch? Like, nobody knows what's supposed to happen. But regardless,
I don't even dance, and I
regardless-
almost got in the middle of that shit and started jigging just so I could save this shit.
Regardless, don't want to start this show off on a bad note, but I had to make that presence because the next nigga and the
Wait,
next
but hold
nigga.
on. He came over to me on the stage mid-performance while he's supposed to be rapping the song. He was like, man, this shit lame as hell. And I verbatim, I was like, nigga, what are you talking about?
Like, where are you crazy?
Nigga,
He said that?
They're here. Go perform.
Yeah.
You gotta perform your song, sir.
Yeah, like you get like
Wait,
he-
in the middle of his set?
in the middle of his set, his song is rapping
Like,
right now.
yeah.
He
The
pulled up
people-
to you to say this lame
It's
as
a
hell?
white woman looking at us like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And he's like, man, this shit lame as hell. I'm like, bro, you gotta go perform this
yeah,
motherfucker.
bruh.
And then he went back over and just stood like a security
and
guy.
it sucks because he had one of his homies like in the back with like an American flag on some A$AP Rocky shit, like in
Well,
the
how
back
the fuck
holding
did he
the
even
flag.
get this gig?
I don't. No.
I was about to say,
It
I was
doesn't-
about to say, I'm not gonna say
it
that.
doesn't. But regardless, we don't even want to start this show off on a bad note because, like I was saying, the next nigga after and the next dude after, the next dude after, the next dude after,
Increasingly
was just
got
amazing. Shout out to AK, shout out to NASCAR, of course, Dirty Butt. That's an artist, by the way.
And shout out to this rag doll that was in the front row. She was a black woman. She was dressed in leather and spikes, and she had a lot of skin showing. And for some reason, she was just like a ball. She was like an object in there. Like her friends and the people in her immediate circle around her was just throwing her up in the air, just like fucking uppercutting that bitch. Like
It's almost surreal, and I think it's a superpower. Like I think you have to have an immense amount of control of your body to just let it happen.
to just be that limber.
To just be like, just be there. Like if somebody touches your arm, you're not like really. You're just going with the flow for real. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Let
like,
it all go. Shit.
It's almost like dancing. Have you seen that shit?
It's
I
a
know you're
flow
talking
to it. It's a rhythm and a cadence. But you got to think, abilities like that aren't born out of sunshine and rainbows, nigga. She suffers a lot of abuse.
And she was also one of the big.
She suffers so much abuse that getting abused is fun.
Yeah.
She just at the show getting fucked up. I wanted to look inside her mouth just to see if all the teeth and her tongue was intact.
and it was definitely.
Bro, there was points in time when she was on the floor, like she might have been getting stepped on a couple times, and like that's like thrilling to her. She's probably horny as a bitch in there.
Hey, nigga, I even said in there, like, nigga, there's some niggas in here that's siphoning up some energy, ready to take back home, put in their little evil pot and shit. You know what I mean? Just to use that bad energy.
Was that an innuendo for SA? Or you talking about real demon harmony?
I was just talking about just because all of like niggas
There
trying
was
to
a
hit
lot
each
of
other.
aggression in the room.
But overall, man, shout out to NASCAR. He put on a show.
Yeah, what did you that nigga
I had no I mean, I had some expectations. But
he was like, he was a character. He's what I imagine if you took a 𝙬𝔬𝔦𝔑 cigarette, like, you know, just a regular Marlboro, dipped it in some dust, and it became a person.
Well, you see, now I
swear to God.
I liken it to like, honestly, if Jim Carrey just decided to like do this, like the same type of energy, the same type of characteristics, the funny faces.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he reminds me of like a comedian type nigga.
He's kind of like Elvis in the sense to where it's like Niggas wasn't moving like that before him. I don't want to give. Hold on, I don't want to give him the credit for being the first. Like,
well, now we not just
for being the first exorcist.
Now he's like a. You know what I'm saying? But
he's not the first nigga to do human origami, but like the positionings. Oh, and shout out to his homie, 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃.
Shout out to 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 because he really got the crowd right. He opened the song before NASCAR. The nigga did a flip, and the purpose was to land on his back, and he did it wonderfully. You get what I'm saying?
That wasn't the purpose.
No, it
flip
was.
to land on his, like a front flip.
Yeah.
That wasn't the purpose. He just didn't land.
Wait.
Like, he jumped up in the air, did a backflip, landed perfectly.
No, it was a front flip. If it was a back flip, that would be crazy.
But no, it wouldn't be crazy because he landed horizontally. That's not how you're supposed to land a flip.
That's what I was, in my head. I was like, he would have busted his head, low key.
Bro, he could have shattered his spine. Like, there could have been a lot wrong. But the thing is, he flips, right? Lands flat on his back. I'm rushing to get my camera because I was like, this nigga about to flip. This can go either way. He flips so fast, fails. He springs right back up into action like it never happened. It actually, what is it called when you like to get hit? There's like a
masochism.
A masochism? Something like that. Something along those lines. We saw a bunch of those. That was the first masochist mass commune that I've been a part of because everybody there was thrilled from pain.
That was the emotion. That might not be like what it is, but it was some type of weird hypnosis that was going on, especially because I even said like NASCAR, it sounded the tendency to derive pleasure, especially sexual gratification.
So we don't know if they was in there coming, but I can tell you that there was pleasure derived from all the pain we saw in the building.
Yeah, that girl who was in the front, nigga, she was
And you know, NASCAR Outlaw is like the niggas honestly hilarious because it got to a point in time where he had started saying so much wild shit in between the sets. I started quoting him. I started writing some of this shit down.
Yeah, what was some of
I only got 2 of them because he said a lot of wild shit. But the one I can remember off the top of the dome, and I think it was the one I really first keyed in on the pattern.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a habit he has between these songs. He'll perform a song, he'll go crazy, he'll let his demons out, right? And then it's time for the talk. He'll be like, so I saw my homie pissing the other day. He was in the urinal.
Yeah.
His dick was disgusting. And then the beat would drop and he's just backing some rage shit.
Yeah, shit. Literally.
And then it's like, it's crazy because the crowd is like, And then you get right back into it.
It was one point in his show. It was one point, Lauren, I swear to God. It was one point in his show. He did the same thing. Song stopped. He was like, this next song is about sweaty feet. Fuck. Niggas started going.
He started going crazy.
He started going, hey, that shit sound like a show though.
Bro, that
sound like a good. That sound,
The nigga was hanging from chandeliers and light fixtures on the ceiling. Bro, and he had another bar. He was like, he was like, stop sitting in toilets. Nature wants your fecal.
Yeah. Yo, hold up.
Holy
they had
shit,
to see this.
bro.
Y'all had to see this. Hold on, I'm gonna see you some shit.
That's
play real quick. But yeah, man,
he was amazing. He was the definition of a rock star.
It was a beautiful show.
Demon.
Beautiful show, man.
That nigga was a Mac. He was marvelous. It was one point in time, right? He was smoking a cigarette on stage, which he was not supposed to do. But when he started smoking, everybody in the building started smoking. I'm the host. I told him not to smoke. Because everybody else started smoking. I started smoking in there. I was like, fuck it. The damage is done.
And then
but he drops the cigarette. Go ahead.
2 bitches.
I saw that.
Yeah,
on the thing.
so he smoked his cigarette. It drops on the floor. He tries to pick it up. You get what I mean?
But he grabbed the hot end.
Yeah, he grabbed the hot end, and then like it's like somebody scruffling underneath him. The girl,
the ragdoll black girl that we spoke about earlier,
trying to like grab his cigarette. Like, yeah, I want it. Eventually, he's like, fuck it. Goes back to raging out of nowhere. A random bitch and the ragdoll girl just start fighting out of nowhere.
Literally.
So the show stops. He gets in the middle of the crowd. Hey. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Hey, and he looks at her dead in the eye like, are you okay? Calm down. Turns to the other black bitch. They're both black, by the way.
Yeah, they're both
crazy.
Black. Yeah.
Calm down.
Straight here.
You're good. Goes back to raging.
Yeah, goes back to raging.
Shout out to NASCAR, my nigga.
And shout out to that bitch that almost died. Bro, the show almost didn't proceed. 12 minutes into this shit, we had a near death. So
that's crazy.
Nigga was on stage raging. One of his homies, he caught wind. For some reason, niggas always ask, like, he didn't ask me specifically, but he asked in my direction. He was like, you think they're gonna catch me? And I was like, man, every time I answer one of these questions, this should go horribly wrong. So I ain't saying nothing. I just let the nigga do what he do.
Yeah.
He runs, he jumps, flies out to the crowd, portly, chubby white bitch, smacked in the face, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, we're in a venue to where there's a garage door in the back and it's open. Because if you want to go smoke, you can go smoke right there.
Come right
see
back
the
in.
show.
Yeah.
There was some vendors over there. My girl was serving fucking food in the corner, which is another story. But
yeah. Serving beans.
it's completely wet because it was raining that night. So we,
food.
Dominican style, nigga.
Yeah.
But it's completely wet in
Beans.
there. So everybody's trying to rage and they slipping and falling and shit. This nigga jump off the stage, smack a white bitch in the face.
Yeah.
She's out. I don't want to say cold, but she's out for a minute. So much so to where somebody comes to me from the audience.
Wait, he jumped off the stage. Was he trying to like crowd surf or something?
Yeah, but it just didn't go as planned like
Okay.
how that normally happens.
I'm trying to figure out how he just jumped. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way you said it jumped is, I'm picturing like fucking offset or
Offset.
somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Superman in that
There
shit.
was no form. There
Nah.
was no. He didn't use his off arm to get a good proper swing.
Okay,
it was
okay.
completely bad. He knocked a white bitch out. They trying to wake her up. So we had to stop the show in the middle of this nigga performance and be like, hey, is this bitch alive? Like,
Jesus.
Who you talking about?
the white girl. This shit happened in the beginning, nigga.
What?
Yeah. Who was you at? There was a white woman. That's how chaotic it was.
Yeah, bro. I don't even. I wasn't there.
He the referee of this event.
I wasn't there.
And he don't know somebody out
shit.
cold. Yeah, nah, she was out cold, but she got up and started raging again like a true rager would.
Nah,
Probably-
I've never
she's probably
been.
low on electrolytes.
I've never
Yeah.
been in an environment like that.
That's all it was.
It was completely different, but it was cool though. Y'all would have enjoyed it. Should have told y'all niggas about it, but well, I guess we did tell y'all niggas about it.
Yeah,
Why the fuck y'all ain't come?
Yeah, wear your
Wait,
spikes
when
and
did
your leather.
you? I was out of town though.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
And
I was
AJ
out of
doesn't
town.
have.
And that trip was good.
Yeah,
trip was
shit
cool?
was good. Yeah, it was cool as hell. Some funny shit happened. I'll tell y'all later, but it was
No word.
yeah, just some funny shit in class, like shit that happened. Like niggas fucked up something big time. Not me, some other nigga, but it was
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
though. Yeah, it was.
We're gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time, man. It was a good little
Okay.
trip.
Speaking of accountability, nigga, you got pulled over for being a nefarious nigga on the road. What was that about?
Yeah. So apparently, North Carolina is a speed state, and 65 miles for the most part is as fast as you should go all the time. You get what I mean? So it was after the show in Greensboro. Shout out InThaFest again. In the Greensboro, I forgot who was on the book. Fresco, the 3-4, shit like that. I'm driving home. I was, under the influence.
And did the car reek of this aroma, or was it a safe sanction?
It stunk.
It stunk, okay.
It stunk very bad.
Musty.
Ozone layer punching through it, nigga.
And
like,
you probably
yeah.
still putting that tobacco in it. So it was
Yeah.
dirty and stepped on. So the reekage
yeah.
was of optimal levels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we might have to talk about that later, but
yeah.
you're supposed to be quitting that, my nigga.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah. You
Bad,
know.
Justin. Go ahead. We can talk about it.
Oh yeah, I'll skip past it and we can talk about it, nigga. But I'm driving. I'm going like 7, maybe 80. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
77.
I was gonna say, be honest about it.
77. Because I don't know if the nigga was. I don't know.
nigga was
Officers
Kobe
lie
on
all the
Jalen
time.
Rose.
Officer lies all the time. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But-
they do round up typically.
They round up.
Absolutely.
You could be going 78.9, and that's
Yeah.
like 81 miles.
And they have most police cars have a true like speedometer, so it's showing exactly how fast they're going. Most like niggas, we don't have that. But
And if you were low life, there's a way around that system. It's not perfect. It's not foolproof.
Yeah.
But I've evaded a lot of arrests from slick maneuvers.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, you haven't. Nigga. No, you haven't. Nigga. What are you talking about, nigga?
You know that for a fact.
So I'm driving. I get pulled over.
crazy.
I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna go to jail. I had some stuff.
Was it
I had
enough to
some
distribute or was it enough to consume? Like
That's true. I probably would, realistically I would have got a ticket.
I was about to say he's gonna assess the intent based off the
And,
grammage.
Yeah.
and I know my rights, nigga. Smell like nigga. This is from 2 days ago.
Nigga, you watch one.
Everything is off. Everything is out of sight, which is I think is the law, right? That's all it has to be. Everything out of sight.
You
Which
can put it
was.
in your pocket and just not consent to a personal search.
Yeah,
Them niggas
yeah.
not TSA.
Yeah. And he pulled me over. I'm like, shit, man.
Reasonable doubt though fucks you up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But just give them nothing.
Well,
to
if you got
question.
that smell in your car, there's reasonable doubt, my nigga. If it's like real
to
pungent.
search the car, but I think you can still refuse the search
You
of
can
a
still
personal.
because it's not illegal.
It's not lawful.
It could be nigga CBD. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Aki Weed. I have plenty of receipts that I could use for real weed.
Unfortunately, but
Yeah.
I got pulled over. Nothing bad happened.
I don't sweat.
Gratefully. I think because I think he saw my record. He was just like, this nigga don't got shit. He's a good guy.
That happens.
You know what I'm saying?
That happens. You was pretty clean.
He's
but
a
what
good
was the
guy.
ethnicity and like how pointy was his hat? Because that matters.
Caucasian. He was a regular. He was a sheriff, of course.
Shit.
But the nigga wasn't wearing a hat. He was cool. And I think, because, you know, we were just talking really because I was like, nigga, this is a speed state?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah.
He was
like,
giving you game.
70 miles. Like, nobody's going to pull you over if you're going 70, but don't go faster.
But 65 is where you should start being cautious.
65 is where.
So,
You could touch 75.
does that mean you can go 65 in a
Easy,
45?
80 even.
What does that? What does this mean? That you can go 65 in a 45 and be okay?
No, as far as like the fastest you can go, if there is no like speed limit, which there always is, because even if you're on the highway, it's like 65, 70.
Yeah,
You get what I mean?
Typically,
So,
unless you're in the fast lane, then you know.
and it's just one of those things where once you hit 80, it's like, nigga, popo coming.
Nah, 80 is cool. 80 is okay.
Clincher.
80 is
No.
in a 70. That's serviceable.
And what do you mean
Depends
by
on the nigga.
what did he mean by North Carolina as a speed state?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's what he
because-
was probably just trying to scare young black adolescents. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I heard that shit. I was like, that's the
Yo,
truth.
that's probably like telling a kid there's a monster in his bed.
Bro, literally.
Yeah, this is propaganda.
Like-
but he can do that because you're a black man and he's 12.
If you keep acting up, Santa won't come. Like, I believed it.
Yeah, nah. You fell for the dogma. But it's kind of crazy because I got pulled over and I had a similar experience. But the thing was, I was in
He
Wake
let you
Forest.
go?
I was in Wake Forest, right? Now, if you're not from this area, Wake Forest is notorious for like the most squarish officers. Like them niggas over there are about a book. They drive big ass all blacked out Tahoes, and this nigga was in the undercover, mind you.
Undercover.
Yeah, he was in the undercover. He was in a blacked out, matted out, no police signage, no propaganda.
Which brand? Which brand? You got to tell people.
It was a
this.
Tahoe. It was a Chevy Tahoe, and they don't need to know because, well, I guess they should know. I don't know what the rules and regulation is in their state.
It's probably
but
the
over
same
here,
shit. Tahoe?
officers are allowed to drive Autobots. Essentially, they can pull you over in anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A Saturn.
Oh,
all
Bro,
that shit.
in any vehicle.
A Jetta, whatever.
Yeah, I saw a Audi like the other day.
An Audi.
That was a fucking cop that I didn't even. That wasn't even like a brand new Audi, but it wasn't an old one. But I was like, this undercover nigga is pulling somebody over in an Audi right now.
Bro, literally.
Yeah.
And
What the
this,
fuck?
This is a trend I've been noticing over the last 3 years. They've really been ramping up the amount of vehicles they allow for that. Because before, it was just a certain type of Dodge. It was only 3 colorways that you could choose from. And you knew that they were undercover.
Exactly.
Now, these niggas are unhinged. I thought we were supposed to be defunding these niggas.
Now,
We gave these niggas a Hot Wheel budget.
yeah, they're getting more creative, and that's the problem, right?
That's the problem.
Because when it was like all bland and shit, it was like, all right, oh, great car, yeah, that's 12. I see it from a mile away.
You can have
But-
so much ego being a criminal because you know where they at. They can't hide from
But
it.
a bright orange car, I mean, that could be it could really be an Asian bitch in there, depending on the weather. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Was really
who knows? Nigga?
But the thing is,
for real.
what's really dangerous is
Yeah.
that when they started driving cars, the niggas who do crime men drive.
But that's how it
thinking-
happens.
So you
the
thinking
Chargers?
Chargers, them
started that.
Dodges, them
But,
Hellcats.
so what happens is,
But you can tell by how they driving if there's a light bar in the back.
but what happens is they arrest, a drug dealer's car or a ketamine dealer's car. They usually drive Dodges, Audis, nice cars.
Something niggly.
And they take it, they give it to the state, be like, yo, state, like, let us use this real quick.
They scan all the specs and they
Put a-
load it into the system.
Put a V8 in it if it doesn't already have one, because that's, increased budgets and
Nigga,
shit.
they put a V8 and a laptop in the dashboard.
Nigga, literally.
And a chain to separate the front from the back.
Literally.
Not a chain, a gate.
A gate, yeah, a
Yeah,
cage.
something big. But back to the story. So I'm on the road. I'm on a dangerous road in Wake Forest. This is where everybody gets pulled over at because it's one road straight and it's easy to speed.
You're talking about the one.
The one. I get pulled over. But
Wait,
mind you,
You should know.
what you mean?
You should know.
I know, but listen to the story. I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm high.
Of course.
But I didn't smoke in the car. There's no paraphernalia. There's no product with me.
Oh,
I'm going
angel.
the speed limit. I'm actually going 500, right? So he come behind me. I'm not even nervous. I'm like, let me just find somewhere to talk to, chop it up with this young man. Just see what's going on, see how his day is. Because I know I didn't do nothing wrong. Tag's good. I just changed my brake light a couple months ago. So I'm like, that's Stanley Steven. This is probably just hey, he might be a fan of the podcast. You never know, nigga. You might have saw Tone Groove looking poor. Let me pull him over and just rap with him real quick, right? I pulled over. He come to the car, the other side. I always get nervous when they don't come on the driver's side. I don't know if that's just me. Is that y'all as well?
No, what road? If you was depending on where you pulled over, it makes sense.
I wasn't able to pull over. He had to do it because I kind of pulled over in a right turning
That's
lane.
what happened to me. He
Because
was
there
on
was
my-
no,
he was
there
on my
no
right
available
side.
shit. He comes to that right side, so I'm like, fuck. Let me get this registration. Let me start
Yeah.
preparing lies if I need it.
Light on.
Luckily for
Yeah.
me, because my license has been missing for like 5 weeks minimum. It's been missing for a while. I haven't been pressed about it
'Cause it's not a problem until it's a
I
problem.
knew it had to be in the crib. That was the last place I had it. I just so happened to find this license the day before I got pulled over, so it was
Oh,
amazing because
shit.
this could have been a completely different story.
Damn sure could.
Oh,
I might be here, but it might be because of some bail was bonding.
Nigga, we talking through a tablet.
Literally, nigga.
God
Jail
damn.
calls, nigga.
Shit.
It's a call to collect every 15 minutes.
Niggas talking through plexiglass, nigga.
This is a recorded message. Don't
God
snitch.
damn, nigga.
Yeah, y'all would have to walk on your toes and shit. But he comes over and he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's good?" He's like, "I'm doing all right." He's like literally just small talking me. I'm like, so now I know I did nothing wrong because he wasn't immediately like, "Hey nigga,
Here's the problem.
spread your cheeks and lift your sack." Like I didn't have to
Yeah.
get out the car. There was none of that shit.
Yeah.
He was just like, "Nigga, both your brake lights are out." I was like, "Oh well, thank you, my kind sir, for letting me know. You know, I changed them a couple months ago. They must have been faulty." He was like, "Yeah, mind you, he's a square ass black dude, a Carlton Banks type."
Are you
Same
saying
haircut.
that just
he
because
probably
he's
has
12?
the same color kids? But no, it's not because he's 12. It's his personality. I talked to this man.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I've heard the cadence in his voice.
What type of haircut?
Carlton Banks it's a safe fade.
For a black man in America.
It's a very safe and tamed fade. It's
Yeah.
curated. It's no wild growth. He's definitely not sponging shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very safe. And so he was just like, "Yeah, man, I was just trying to let you know, it's a lovely day. I don't want you to get out here and get in no trouble, get fucked up. Somebody smashed into the rear end." It's like, "Thank you, fine, sir." Then he went about his day.
Yeah.
Two
And that-
beautiful police exchanges.
And yours was black and mine was white. And the same thing happened. And this is, I guess this can be the goal of these stories.
What's the goal of these stories, dude?
Is that, people are people, not all 12s,
But nah, that's just sheer luck. What are the odds? How many times did that happen to you in your life as a black man? Every time I've been pulled over, I've been penalized.
Really?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, every
so
time.
what have you been doing? What the fuck have you done?
Speeding, reckless driving.
Yeah, you usually get tickets for that.
Yeah, usually. But they just be picking on a young brother.
I've gotten the 2 times, and I probably shouldn't be saying. The 2 times I've gotten pulled over. One, the story at A&T.
when you was doing drugs.
If you don't know that story in the context,
No context. He was doing drugs and got
if you
caught.
don't know it, go to our Patreon, $5. Patreon Menace Material. Go check that out.
That might be
it's
free.
$5, but overall,
That's your favorite story.
nigga, I had it was weed in there, and I think
It was women,
it was bitches.
not respect bitches.
They was acting like because that night
She earned to
the
be
fuck
a
you
bitch
laughing
that night.
for? Like bitches laughing when
That
12
was-
is in front of me.
That was bitchy activity. She
But
almost
nah,
got you killed.
Shout out to them though. Shout out to 12, man, for letting me go both those times.
Yeah,
Because I
man.
definitely had illegal substances on me.
Yeah, nah.
And-
You were very fortunate, nigga. The God was
angels.
looking out for you.
Yeah, nigga.
The prayers was sent up.
The angels was watching me, nigga. It was beautiful. But overall, man, yeah, big shout out to Noah, man. Big John. That shit sound like rob everybody.
You
Much
want to talk
love.
about eating pussy? Because you just put that in the notes. Eating pussy is an age thing? What gave you that premise? It was something that AJ said?
Eating pie. We might have to slow down on the P word, but
We probably just can't say it too many times in one sentence.
That was 2.
Yeah,
or in
yeah.
a 2-minute
That was,
radius.
that was 2 in like 7
so,
seconds.
But a
Lauren,
couple-
give us a counter. We've already dropped 1.
2 you've
We'll
dropped
let
2.
it.
2. Yeah.
We'll let another one fly in 2 minutes.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
But so a couple minutes ago, AJ, shout out to AJ. He was talking about eating pie and how that he doesn't necessarily enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like one of those things where it's just one of those things that you have to do in a relationship at an obligation.
Yeah, it's like
And so I asked him, I was like,
Yeah,
are
'cause
you
of-
even eating pussy if you're doing it at an obligation?
it hasn't been 2 minutes and you blame me. But if you
That's
are eating cookie batter, right?
Yeah.
Just gonna change it every time.
Yeah.
You do
Gotta
it.
keep scanning.
You do it when you're baking, and you only bake when you're in a relationship.
I mean, but not necessarily though, because
That makes sense. Because put it this way, right? Like I get his point. I'm not just out here.
no, but his point was that he feels that way even with his girl. Like if his girl was like, you don't ever have to eat my coochie.
That's not what he said. He said if his girl asked him to eat some cookie
AJ,
batter,
AJ,
he would oblige.
AJ,
you would oblige to eating your girl's cookie batter.
AJ, I'm saying if your girl at that time was like, you don't ever have to eat my coochie, you'll be like, yes. AJ literally said it's heaven.
It's a
nigga. It's heaven.
It's a win.
So, but that's what I'm saying though. That it's not.
Your dog is trying to eat my coochie, Lauren.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm glad you have one.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But
it was on brand.
Nah. You freak.
It was relatable.
But that's what I was saying. That it's out of obligation. It's not even out of love. You know what I mean? Like Lauren, you're Jamaican.
Yeah,
you're Jamaican.
So tell me what
a lot of irony in that because I know
he's not
probably eats
allowed.
butt.
He's not allowed.
Tell me what it means. Tell me what it means.
And like Jamaicans aren't supposed to eat butt, but Lauren's one of those. I know it.
Yo, it's great. All probably hot to Lauren. Like it just burns his tongue.
This nigga starts speaking in the air. Blood, blood clot.
It's cursed. Literally, nigga.
What's it burning?
It's like when you eat it too soon.
That's funny.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit's
Yeah,
steaming.
But
Breaking out and shit, allergic reaction.
But I know you're the complete opposite of that. Where you
Who,
probably
AJ?
like, I want to.
I like the reaction. I like what you get back.
Like, you don't have to.
Whoa.
That's why I didn't want to go that far.
Because you know he takes it there. Lauren always takes it there.
Lauren is taking it there.
But you gotta regroup after
But
that.
I thought that was a funny
Rekindle.
thing because I mean,
You in the prime of eating.
I'm not
snatch, right?
I mean, what does that even mean? Like as far as like my how good I can do it, or like
I don't know
or
about
like
that. Your
how
premise-
much I'm doing.
It's crazy. We might have to bleep it. Your premise is that there's an age, there's an expiration date to doing it, and I'm saying you're at the young ripe age of 23, to where you still prime pussy eating peak.
You're so excited about
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah.
And not even excited. You still have the slack.
Look,
you
I'm
still
not-
have like the patience for
I'm
it.
not worried about that monkey being on my back, but this is about AJ.
You need to be worried
And
about
how
the monkey being on your
I forgot how old AJ is, but he's millennial age, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know from another millennial and the millennials watching, all the men and all the women, if you've experienced like
And the boomers
just,
like Cletus.
you know, all the lovely ladies, if you have experienced, you know, a former lover who had that same ideology.
Yeah,
who was
he was allergic to fellatio, which is a predicament for a woman. Like
not eating coochie. It's
is
probably
no-
like one of the most masculine things you could ever do.
It is one of the.
No.
It is one of those. Yeah.
it's kind of gay.
No,
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Oh, you said not eating it is gay.
yes. That's my point.
no.
Well, hold on.
Think about it.
Hold on. Let me
about it.
justify.
No,
let me
let me-
justify.
Okay.
The reason you're not doing it, because like, all right, there's somebody out here not eating pussy for religious reasons. It's because their God, their Christ, didn't have pussy on the table at their last supper. You can't put that past them. That's what's in their
Oh my
deep sea
God.
scrolls. But
You should never eat. I'm about to explain why.
if you're not eating pussy because you don't want to pleasure a woman, that is gay.
No.
Yes.
Because if you think about,
Because you don't like women who like that type of pleasure.
You don't like women
No.
enough.
no. Let me
You
tell you.
don't like
let me
women
tell you,
enough.
Now let me
And
tell you
with all
my.
that slack in your philosophy.
Let me tell you-
there might be room
Let me tell you my reason.
for a little by curiosity. I don't know. That's what I'm saying about niggas doing.
Let me tell you my reason, right? What you just said, what you said about the Lord, right? That's the only time a man should ever be on his knees when he's praying to Allah, the Lord, the omnipotent one.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the idea that you're on your knees, I mean, eating coochie, eating like essentially like a bladder bucket, it might as well be, because all of it is like getting hit with piss.
But you're assuming that there's only one position to do that from. Like, you know, there's a masculine way to eat pussy.
Name, when have you ever ate pussy standing up?
Majority of the time. Majority of the time.
Let me pause again.
Yeah.
Standing
Think
up.
about this.
I'm
Standing up.
trying to think if I've ever done that. I that was supposed to be a facetious question.
Well, Justin,
What do you
you're-
mean by standing up?
Justin, you're a lesbian.
You mean
I
rhetorical?
wouldn't expect you to stand up while you eating pussy.
Talk. What do you mean standing up?
Standing up. Are you not familiar with this? I have a really tall bed, so I'm allowed to do that.
You're lying.
I promise you.
You're not standing up. You're bending
You're
forward.
bending
Your
forward.
ass is
yeah, that's what you're saying.
No,
That's what you're saying.
That's
what you're saying right now. That's what the only way.
Leg spread.
Yeah.
No. Listen. Listen.
Wait a minute.
My nigga,
Isosceles
I got it.
triangle, nigga. What
Leg
the fuck?
spread.
Watch how easy he does this
Leg
form.
spread for
It's rehearsed.
leg spread for added stability.
Flair.
Bent over, eating coochie.
Squatting.
That's kind of
I'm not about
weird,
to
but
stand
that's
up.
what I was. That's just my whole point of the idea of that. Like, maybe. I mean, not eating coochie is some masculine shit.
I'm not
because
about
you
to
can only
stand
be.
up and show you how it's done. But there's a way. All you got to do is bend at the hips.
That's
With your ass out?
No, you're lowering your hips.
No, nigga.
Your ass isn't out.
Wait.
You're lowering your hips.
So
He's squatting.
And-
He's squatting.
Now he's
And-
squatting.
He's on the shit.
Now he's squatting.
But you're proving the point
He's
because,
peeing.
like I've said, right, niggas who don't eat snatch might have an affinity for men. And when I talked about eating pussy, y'all thought about men's asses immediately.
What are you talking about?
Immediately.
That's not what I said.
That's where y'all
I
went.
never said that. Who went there?
But who ad-libbed them? Who was
you
in the
talking?
background like, yeah, go ahead, cook.
Yeah.
That was you, Lauren. You like when he was selling.
He's talking.
You taking it.
And this
He's
nigga's
trying to
an
flip shit
entrepreneur.
around.
It's not a flip.
My whole
I'm
point-
just tracking the philosophy because I started talking about eating pussy and y'all started talking about men's asses. And I'm just wondering why.
We're just trying. The whole point was that there's no masculine way to eat coochie. And
Yes, it
that's
is.
the whole
With
point.
your fingers
Nah, there
and a
is.
tank top on. Yeah.
There is.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
okay, I know what you're saying. Like your position may not be. That's what you're
let
trying
me,
to talk
let me,
about.
let me break it down. If she's on your face, I mean, now you're a saddle. You're a subservient. You're like a camel. You know what I'm
if
saying?
she's also?
You have a fragile
Next-
ego.
No. But this is
You
just.
have a fragile ego.
No, I'm not.
He can't even get into a certain position without feeling like not still feel confident in
This
himself.
isn't
You
my
get what I'm saying?
ideology, but
I know what you're saying.
I'm just
I
proving
know what
them
you're
wrong. So
saying,
that's
though.
it. But
He's not proving anything.
Like even if her ass is up and like you're still.
But it's a masculine act when you're doing
It is.
That's what I'm saying. So
It
like
is.
the position you're in, maybe not so much, but it's a masculine act and taking control of it and making her convulse and do all that
Exactly.
shit. That makes it masculine.
Because of the
There's
control
nothing
aspect.
gay about
Yeah.
making a woman come. You see, you got to think, right? Like, I'm so skilled. I didn't even have to get hard for this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm so surgical when it comes to sex. I didn't even have to get gratification. I just made it happen to. I pressed the buttons. Literally. It's like when you're an acupuncturist, when you're a chiropractor, even a yoga instructor, when you have a certain knowledge and chemistry of the bodily functions, you're a god amongst humans because you know how to move better than other people. It's like being an athlete.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts, nigga.
No rebuttal, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't. What the fuck?
So the question. So
press all
the
like,
question.
you
does-
gotta think.
Wait, but
Think
the
about this.
question-
But
the
think
question
about
comes
this.
to that point.
She can't even do this to herself.
Tony eat pussy with his ass up, and he
And-
feels
and-
some type
wait,
of way
wait, what
because
is-
he never thought about the idea
No,
of his
listen.
ass being up.
No. He eats
How do
pussy.
you
No,
eat co-
he eats pussy with his ass up, dick limp.
Exactly.
Y'all niggas are so
Exactly.
gay.
Exactly.
God damn.
The question is, do you even like it, Tony?
Hold on, real quick. I just want to talk to people. watching
Wait, how
this
you
shit.
know his piece is limp?
Because
said
that's what
that.
I'm saying.
He said that earlier.
No, that's the point.
That's
I
what
said
you
I
said.
He said that
can.
earlier.
I said I can.
Wait,
My point is,
wait, you
I
He
said
said, he said I can do it without getting even harder.
I can make her
That's
come
what he
without
said.
even being hard. That's my point. But he's still thinking about if I'm hard or not. And
No.
I
I
didn't
didn't
hold on, because I just want to address.
I was just thinking how crazy that
real
was.
quick. Can I have a moment with the viewers? Just,
Oh my God.
just a moment.
What type of moment?
Am I tripping? Or does Tone Groove come on this podcast and just get fetishized in a way that is like,
How?
like I get it, we're
Yeah.
homies, but we're not white boys. Like Justin, Lauren.
Your name is Anthony.
This is real frat boy humor.
Oh, here you talking
Frat boy, Anthony can go either way. It's flexible. It's flexible.
And then he goes by Tony, which is a Guido name. Like, who the fuck are you?
No, it's not Guido.
That is a Guido
It's not
name.
Guido, and I go by Tone.
That is because it's like an Italian kind of thing.
You do go by Tony.
I go by Tone.
That's fucking ghetto hooligan and whatever.
That
I didn't
shit's hilarious.
choose Tony. Tony chose me. Literally.
The whole point
But
is
you know,
that
let me know in the comments if I'm tripping because I feel like my body parts get talked about the most on this podcast. And
That's
the fact
so
that I
dope.
can say that, that's a problem. We don't have
Exactly.
an HR staff
what-
at Menace Material yet, but
Yeah.
if we did, I would file a complaint. Because honestly, I feel like I gotta tighten up with my clothing or something. Every time I come and sit in this chair, it's always some shit.
What's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio when he's on that
bringing
island?
up shit and getting questioned about it.
No,
After
I
he says it the first time.
about it, but y'all always resort to my body, which is it just.
Nigga, you said
it's
that.
an observation.
What are you talking about?
I'm just curious.
We were talking about AJ, coochie eating habits, and you somehow made it about, you see, I'm the best. Because I can eat it without getting hard. Like, first of all, who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Them dogs over there fighting.
Hey, stop fighting.
Lauren.
Stop it.
Jesus Christ.
But,
so what happens when your pussy don't get ate? You just get real antsy.
Yeah.
Start bothering people. But, yeah.
But,
Free Tone Groove. Free from this sexual harassment.
Free Tone Groove from his own, like, mental dilemma. I don't know what
Coming
it is.
from the nigga with the super nigga complex.
Super nigga. You just said you're so good at sex. That's literally what you said.
Yeah, but it's not because
Who
I'm just
says that?
naturally better than everybody. I put in time.
I'm so good at sex.
Skilled. But
That is funny. But real quick, I busted your ass hooping today.
no,
Yo.
you didn't.
Yo.
No, he didn't.
So, here's what happened. And I want to make this quick because I know no one else. We can
wants to
spin
make it
on this
quick.
all day. But
He wants
listen,
to make it quick because
let me
there's
do
no
it.
legs to stand
Let
on.
me do it. Let me
you
do it.
You lost what mattered.
Let me do it.
Keep going. I'm gonna let you set your pace, but you don't have a case. Go ahead. Now he's thinking about it.
I
He's
lost what
rethinking his
mattered.
whole.
Are you
lost
serious?
Go ahead.
So we go there. Was supposed to hoop yesterday, but it didn't happen.
Daddy daycare.
But
I have responsibilities.
in the morning, bright and early, we get up in there. It was just regular. But shout out to the white brother that was in there and the black brother that was in there.
Yeah, it was some heads in there.
There was some heads in there.
Not a lot, but enough to get a little something efficient going.
A little something.
Just a run.
First game, we played threes.
Threes?
Was it threes?
I don't know. Was you on my team?
No, first game it was us. So first game it was me and Tony versus these two niggas. Completely washed them. Completely.
Okay.
Like, it was
so
honestly,
we got to switch it up.
honestly, it was probably like we don't really play together often, but it was probably at one of our.
But that's why we don't play together often. It's because we normally get split up.
yeah.
It's not fair.
But it was a lot of like.
we would give everybody problems.
But it was just like easy work.
Yeah. I literally told this nigga on the car and where was we at? I forgot why I said that.
We was coming here.
We was coming here. I was like, nigga, we might have to start hustling niggas.
Yeah.
You might have to walk in, act like you don't really know how to hoop, or like you got a bad ankle.
I was about to say.
Piss a nigga off, talk some shit. Now it's money on the line.
Exactly.
We're getting into dribble handoffs. But the first game we watched them niggas because that's what happens. Like it was no match. But the second game though, it was a little bit more interesting.
3-on-3.
The second game was interesting. So it was pretty fair because it was me guarding Justin, and we both had two niggas with us that wasn't really that good.
And let me
Doing
say
anything?
this.
It was like it was still 1-on-1.
Oh yeah, I will say
had-
I had the more talented out of the batch.
I had some dude who had U.S. probation on the back of his shirt. This nigga was.
he's a fed.
I had a fucking
You
PO.
with a fucking fed.
I had a PO. This nigga was shooting the lights out.
No, he was not.
Kind of.
He was not
Kind
shooting the
of.
lights.
Who
out.
was the
Kind
dude
of.
on your
The
team?
light was flickering.
Yeah, my PO.
Oh, so you did have a good player then.
No,
He was not-
No,
no.
He
He's not even really
He had
as good.
one- he had
made,
skill.
He made the shots that nigga
That
needed
mattered.
to make.
Okay.
You
But
get what I'm saying?
it wasn't like he was reliable though. I was never worried about this man. But keep going. That's a
But 3-on-3, and I had a little white kid. I always end up with like, not the worst niggas, but like, god damn, this nigga.
yeah.
But
he was so bad. I was trying to figure out who was on his team, and all I can only think of the other white dude. That's how bad
Bro,
the other kid was.
and
He was ass.
I literally had to walk up to him like, yo, you gotta be hungry, yo. Like, I felt like Kevin Garnett, like, yo, you gotta be hungry, nigga. You
It's like, why do I
get
gotta
that
talk
shit.
this nigga back into the game?
you
type
might have to
shit.
throw a chair in the locker room, get his
They
attention.
was busting our ass. We
Hold on, but let me explain. Like, it was good ball being played on both sides because you gotta, like,
Yeah.
me and Justin are both in the position where we're the team's best player, but we're the team's only player who knows how to play. So it's like, I'm telling him to go here, him to set this right here, I'm trying to get niggas open.
You playing
No.
more than one position, like you automatic point guard type shit.
But
Yeah,
he's,
but in scoring too.
but he's not even really having to do that because he has the better team.
I had the better team, so I'm telling them what to do.
Yeah.
But I can kind of rely on them to make a good decision when it happens.
Okay.
He had to do that, but it was a little different. He had to, make some plays a little bit more.
I had, yeah.
But we're busting their ass. It was one point, it was 9-1, right?
It was 9-1.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
So-
we're going to 16. We're completely destroying these niggas.
So,
God damn.
as soon as I heard that,
Not like a skunk nigga.
I literally said,
Nearly.
I
Start over.
It might as well be. I literally said no, no, my nigga. I scored. I was a part of every point
Since then,
that was necessary
Yeah.
to make it 9-8. No,
Y'all went
10-9.
up. Y'all went up.
So, nigga, I'm shooting threes. I'm stepping
Oh, so
back.
you went on a 10-0 run.
Nigga, I was making the passes. I was a part of every fucking play. So we ended up coming back. It was a good game, and then it got to 14-14.
But hold on. Because this is what happened.
It's more
There was
to
a
talk
point
about?
in time when they got to like, it was the score, we had
Sound like
9.
you're defending.
It's no defending. We had 9. Y'all had like 11 or 12, one of the two, right? And then I woke up and realized, I was like, yo, we was just smacking these niggas' ass.
Woke up?
Let me talk.
Woke up?
Let me
So
talk.
he was asleep the whole
Let me
time.
talk.
What do you mean?
I was not asleep the whole time. I woke up and realized not only have they come back, they're winning now and they're getting awfully close. So I'm like, all right, now it's like,
You weren't asleep. You just took a little nap in between.
what do they call it? A rest period.
Hibernation.
Yeah,
You was
okay,
hibernating.
A hibernation,
Yeah,
a pizza break. But so I took a little pizza break, and then I was like, all right, let me get back in the form. We started running off the screen, just taking advantage of the mismatches. The game is now tied somehow. I forgot what the score is.
It was-
but
He said it was
back.
14-14.
It
That's
was
what he said.
14-14.
It got to 14-14 because,
and then
I was a part of every possession.
And then I think they missed. We got the ball. I got the ball, passed it into the teammate. He gave it back. Of course, I called for it.
Yeah.
I do my thing.
No, there
I
was a
got-
screen.
Wait,
There
no,
was a
let me
screen
get it.
with a bad switch.
Let me get it. I call for the screen, which is a smart play. You know what I mean? I call for the screen. I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna switch on that. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Woo.
He hit it. It was game.
Step back 3.
You can tell it's not used to that.
Nigga, I was looking around like, where's my children? Come, children.
Nigga,
where can I give my God's grace, nigga? Like, where's
Man, you look like one of R. Kelly's victims, nigga.
nigga? Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then we played another game.
We played another game.
We
Same
played-
teams, right?
Same teams, 2-on-2. Me and my PO versus
won?
him and the black dude.
Who won that one?
But I'm gonna get
His
to it
team won
right.
that one. His team won that
It
one.
was a pretty good game. You know what I mean?
It was another good game. It was a lot of action.
It was a lot of action.
You know,
what
a lot
I
of
mean?
action, a lot of good plays. You know, some efficient ball being played.
Efficient
but we
ball.
lost. I forgot what the score was. But
Yeah,
what
yeah.
really matters, and what we're all here for, right?
Yeah,
is that
and so-
after this point in time,
and so-
like I'm 2 L's down. I'm not feeling blue because
And-
it's like we played good ball. Like there was close games most
He's
time.
feeling down, and let me explain this. I'm tired at this point.
He's got a lot
And
to
then
say.
another thing.
Whoa!
And then another
Whoa,
thing.
Hold on.
And then
hold on.
because you gotta understand. You gotta understand.
Pause. Real quick.
what?
Because I forgot about that.
For what?
So after that first game, where they just did this a miraculous Friday Night Lights style comeback, right?
I did this comeback.
This nigga is flabbergasted and exhausted on the bench. Like we ready to
did,
run
yeah,
it back.
yeah.
We like, all right, that was a good game. Let's do it again. Like right now, everybody's ready to go. I look back. Justin's on the bench hyperventilating. I'm like,
That's not
goddamn.
true.
I'm like, goddamn, you gave it your all out there. Like,
Nigga, that's not true. Nobody was
there's
ready.
nothing less. To
I mean, a
give.
10-0 run is giving it all.
But,
Like, that's-
but
It wasn't a 10-0
look,
run.
But anybody with a brain knows that you gave it your all out there is a nigga that lost. You know what I mean? Is a nigga that had it, but what happens is he let victory defeat him. And
That's
you
a
lose.
That's a loser's mentality.
You lose.
All I mean
You
by
lose.
that is, nigga, we do
You
this.
lose.
Like one game is not gonna kill
Lauren,
me.
you lose.
See, the thing is,
You let victory
his
defeat
body
you.
is prepared for battle. He doesn't have the longevity for war. That's the point I was trying to get to. Is that this nigga exhausted all his resources on the first bout, and I'm like, all right, nigga, you know there's more game left on this
Oh
table.
yeah, and what did I do, Lauren? I came
He
back
won
for
the
another
second
time,
game.
and
Yeah.
I won the second one.
You're not.
He won the
and
second
yeah,
game.
you can't
He
win the
won.
second
He
game.
won the
Second
last
game.
game.
Hold on.
Which
No.
which is
Tone.
Everybody,
Tone.
ISO.
You have
1-4
to accept.
flat.
You have to accept the L.
Oh no, I accept the L.
Are you though?
I accept the team L. Yeah, I accept the team L.
But he's a sore
I
winner.
accept the team
He's
L.
a sore
I'm not
winner.
a sore
And a sore
winner.
Because you gotta understand, I almost came back in the last game too.
But you're
I was-
not
I was-
talking about the last game. You're not putting any context on it. So the
What
first two
context?
games were team games.
It was tied.
Listen,
I
it was-
came back.
Listen, it was 3v3, right? Team games, good ball all around. But that last bout, that last match, that's what we call a 1v1. That was a mano-y-mano, right? Where he has nothing to rely on except his exhausted resources. But we play. I'm pretty sure you can tell the result just based off how I'm framing
and what
this.
was the score? The score was
I don't know.
The score was 10-11.
I know that-
which means I needed a 2 and you needed a 1. So it's like it's not like don't try to paint this picture like you just whooped
But I
somebody's
won.
ass.
I won.
Yeah.
And I was losing because you was up at one point in time. The score was probably
The score was even.
No, the score.
But and it's crazy how
there was a point in time.
basketball aficionado is talking about some like basketball is a team game, and let's keep talking about this because I got some basketball related shit. But
But hold on, nigga. Because the score was 8-4. You was winning. I was letting you get hot. I was letting you do your thing.
First of all,
and
nobody
then I
says
came
that.
through and put you back in your proper place.
Nigga, nobody says that.
Literally, my shot found itself literally at the beginning of that match, and it was kind of over for you since. But you know, I was some good runs. You could talk shit, but I won the game that mattered.
One-on-one game doesn't matter. The one with the team,
it matters.
when you're like,
because Lauren, if I would have won two team games in a 3v3 setting, and he won the last 1v1 game, what would he be doing? What shit would he be talking?
I mean, the same type of shit you're talking.
Literally.
But
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, you would do that too, though. So it's not like a real good point.
But no, my point is y'all trying to discredit me for doing that, but that's what's going to happen when you do that. The 1v1 matters.
Yeah, but
he's trying to make it seem like the 1v1 wasn't important and that the team games hold more weight.
He won more times than not, and you got to take that.
But he didn't win against me by myself.
And you have a hard time taking that.
I took it. It's been accepted. He's trying to discredit the 1v1 win. Lauren, if you won the 1v1, you wouldn't say it didn't matter. He literally said it didn't matter. That's all I'm saying.
It's always going to be beef within basketball.
He won the day.
Did you see what I sent to the
he
chat?
ain't win
Pull
the
it
day.
up now.
But overall, it's always going to be beef within basketball, especially when you know a nigga is just better than the other opponent. And
yeah, I'm glad you understand that.
In which context?
The
I'm
context
talking about
that we all understand. What everybody
What happened
thought,
today?
what everybody's first thought was,
what happened today.
tone groove. This is what the unanimous answer is.
What happened today?
You don't even believe you better than me.
I don't have to be, but I won.
But exactly. That's what I mean. You don't even believe you're better than me.
I don't have to be, but I won.
You won with comrades. Congratulations. You needed help. But on the other topics.
Speaking of niggas hating on niggas for winning, Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas, I don't know how or why these niggas, started talking or like how they even got on the same platform.
They're both athletes with podcasts.
But we all know who Kwame Brown is. He recently, brief history, 6 years ago when he
Yeah, it was about 5, I think.
I don't want to say came out because it was nothing homosexual, but when he just came out as far as yo, I was treated wrong.
5-6 years?
That's what it feels
like.
That
was 3-4.
It was about 4 or 5, I think.
4 or 5.
4 or 5, maybe.
And he came out as far as man, I was wronged. I was treated like shit. Man, they was hating, and he
they
kind of
ruined my career essentially. I was bullied
and
played the victim.
I know. Oh, he was okay. He played the victim.
He has credence. Excuse me. There's logic behind what he's saying because
on the mic?
I pushed it away. It just didn't happen fast enough, like your growth spurt. But
Nice shot.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Kwame Brown and
Kwame Brown.
Yeah,
these niggas.
But overall, let's just listen to two old black men argue and let's see how we can fix this
Can't really
if we
zoom
was
in on
there.
this.
Nah,
It's all good.
I asked you to stop talking about me. This is the thing that you don't understand because you stupid. The only reason why they ask you questions about me, boy, is because you not media trained. Any dumb motherfucker that'll talk about a black woman the way you did and you black and your mama black, nigga, stop trying to act like you smart. You a dumb motherfucker, and they got you up there because you say stupid shit like you said in rookie transitional camp that you wanted to be a motherfucking pimp. You dumbass nigga, I said I wanted to build apartment buildings for women, nigga.
I did that.
I
said I wanted to be a pimp. That's what you're crying about, right?
If you ain't got to talk while I'm talking, I'm going to let you talk. The reason why you so mad, nigga, and always talking about me, if you would ever been the #1 draft pick, Agent Zero, a nigga who spent up all their money they first year and had to borrow money, a dumb motherfucker who had the keys to the gym and had everything in their favor and then lay guns on their seat, a bitch-ass showboat nigga that go to jail and have all his homeboys go to jail in D.C. and they cover it up because Ernie Brumfield, you had Ernie Brumfield in your pocket. Nigga,
Hold on. We're going to keep watching, but what type of research, who does he have on his team that's a white woman?
This is NBA
with a Microsoft. I forgot. Locker room talk. Locker room talk. These narratives get flung around.
Which is crazy.
When you're on the inside, you know it all.
And it's also,
but goddamn, his recollection, and it was in chronological order. It was short and concise. It was just like, nigga, you an idiot. You're literally stupid.
In order.
And your track record speaks for itself.
And it's a lot of beefs to talk about. It's another beef we're going to talk about. But this is interesting.
I mean, Kwame Brown is currently winning.
You got like 10 more seconds of this. I'm trying to finish.
Yeah.
I thought you meant 10 more seconds to the pizza. I was about to say.
Nah.
Fat ass.
Quick
nigga.
combination, people. But
Man, nigga, you better stop running your motherfucking mouth, nigga.
You mad at me because
I ain't mad at shit. Why you keep saying I'm mad? You them white boys taking somewhere else. What do I have to be mad about?
You lay here.
Oh, he ain't really saying nothing else.
you mad at me because I did everything you wanted to do. I don't believe that. You see, Kwame Brown is a big country nigga from South Carolina.
Still tills his own land type shit.
He
Tends to his own
probably
land.
hopped off a tractor to record this sneak diss. This blatant diss.
Hands
this
still
nuclear
mochi.
bomb. Yeah.
Still smell like cow manure and shit.
Nigga, he probably has it deep into the crevices of his boots.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing is, like, Gilbert don't got a lot to stand on in the beef because there's no, all you can really talk about is Kwame Brown being bad at basketball. And he
Exactly.
didn't even do that.
Yeah.
He was kind of getting bombarded with a barrage of just
things, yeah.
of blatant
Yeah.
facts that
I
you
want to
really
see that.
can't
I
own
want
up
to see that his like rebuttal. I want to see
Nigga,
further into it next.
fuck a rebuttal. I want to see 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑's documentary, a biopic.
About him.
Yeah, that too.
Yo, imagine the universe where
that's-
he becomes a pimp.
Or Kobe Bryant. Oh. And he's pimping.
Yeah.
He's pimping and playing ball at the same time.
That would
That's
be
a story.
Whoa.
That Shane, where's Shane Petty?
Yeah.
We have
Where's
a
a pen?
premise.
Where's
We
a
have
pen?
a premise, we need a script. Nah, but that would be crazy. I would definitely watch Gil's movie because nigga, it's like he's everybody's origin story. He got a little T.I. in there. He got a little Stephon Marbury.
Probably a little magic if he would have continued with that.
Wait, in what terms of magic? Is
Exactly.
A little,
all types.
Nigga, a little magic can kill your immune
The
system.
glory and the downfall, nigga. All that shit.
Sprinkle of magic, nigga, you could cough and die.
Yeah. You start gargling and shit.
Yeah, coughing up blood, whatever AIDS or HIV makes you do.
But it's always
lose
weird.
weight.
It's always weird seeing like 2 40-year-old niggas like argue, kind of like bicker online, you know?
Yeah,
but
it's been weird ever since it started, low key. Like all these old niggas argue online. I'd be like, what are y'all doing?
You got to think, because when you at that age, all you see is stuff you don't like. And now people have the platform to really voice their concerns on these issues. It's like,
I am getting to that age
you see,
where I see things that regular young niggas do.
and you hating.
I'd be like, y'all niggas don't got no pride in yourselves.
What
You niggas
specifically?
still eating
Like
pussy.
just-
No, when we was
Yeah.
talking about like customer service or just other jobs, like I was seeing some like young ass stewardess, like, you know what I'm saying, like 18 years old. They was all like huddled up doing all sorts of weird shit. And I was like, y'all niggas don't take the job serious.
Oh, yeah.
don't.
And it wasn't.
And that shit, like in my head, it was just like, and I started thinking about it, I was like, none of these niggas take their job serious.
Because you did it and you was and from the immigrant back, like you have that perspective.
And you got to think, that thought wasn't just an observation. He was truly disgruntled in that moment.
And it
like,
wasn't even about-
it was inconveniencing you.
And it wasn't even about their job. It was about what I thought their mindset was because of what I'm watching. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then-
and you hated it, and you immediately thought about how your generation is better than the next.
Correct.
And then you
then-
stopped eating pussy. That's what aging is. That's,
then-
that's literally growing up.
And
in
then
a
you're
nutshell.
attributing that to like what that means for the fucking planet. Like these niggas are
That's
gonna grow
exactly.
up.
I'm seeing it all
and
like, oh my God, these niggas are gonna fuck
do
everything
something that's not good because you seeing what they doing now.
And you know what's ironic? Your kids are gonna be worse because that nigga is gonna look at your daughter or son and see they etiquette in public and be like, "Who raised this dumbass?"
Yeah.
Lauren Leon Gamble.
And the cycle
Yeah.
continues.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You know what I'm
just-
saying? So these old
never
niggas
know.
online, man, it's just like, what the fuck?
I wonder how Lauren's kids are gonna be though. Like, you know, is it unfair to use his dog as representation? Lauren gonna have some rugrats. Lauren's kids are gonna be very explosive at a young age.
Just send them to AJ. They'll be straight.
Lauren's gonna lose the Olympics, but I'm willing to bet he might have one of the most athletic kids out of everybody here.
Okay.
Wow. How? You just said that for no
He's
reason.
Jamaican, and like they're bound to hit the genetic lottery every now and then. That's a shoulda, woulda,
If you
coulda,
was
AJ.
if you was in peak condition,
But AJ,
If you
smoke-
was.
how many cigarettes do you think you smoke?
he just said if.
But that's the thing. It's like you don't have enough
just hurt his
time.
feelings.
You don't have enough time to detox and fully clean your sperm out before it happens.
When I get rich, because I'm not gonna let the fork kill me. When I get rich, I'm gonna get in shape for real.
Yeah. And don't let Tony fool you. The nigga is not healthy. You get what I'm
I'm
saying?
perfectly fine.
And he has no muscle mass.
Yeah.
I have plenty. I'm
Wait,
all
what?
muscle mass.
this nigga AJ said you have no muscle mass.
And we can't see AJs. I wonder why. You want to talk about
Says
mass?
no
nigga.
striations.
You want to talk about cellulite, nigga, and taking up space?
Said fupas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Let's talk about fupas, nigga. Hell nah.
Yeah, Having a gut don't make you strong, nigga.
Niggas ain't healthy, man.
But what was we talking about? What led to this?
Beefs.
start
And
off
speaking
with
of beefs, man,
Lauren having the most athletic kid too, which I stand by.
Nah, that's not true.
I don't think all his kids are gonna be like that, but I think he's gonna have a sleeper.
why? You just said that for no reason.
Nah, bro, it's a crystal ball premeditation. It's just an inclination.
Organized.
When have any of your
Not even organized. It's called clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Like Cat Williams.
clairvoyance?
Yeah, clairvoyance.
Yeah, just-
Where you get that from?
You familiar
what
with
that
that? I read it on a bottle of mugwort.
Yeah, mugwort.
It's
Yeah,
just
shout
like
out to
seeing
mugwort.
what's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah, niggas know what clairvoyance
You
is.
said it
nigga.
like you didn't know. I wasn't sure.
No,
Yeah, nah.
I was just saying that because it's
He
like
doesn't know.
He's just saying that for no reason.
Nah, I'm saying it for a perfect reason. I knew
Just
you was
because he
gonna say
knows
that.
the word clairvoyance.
Yeah, whatever.
I know
What was you about to
exactly.
get into, nigga?
I was about to get into some more beef shit, but the idea of Lauren having the most athletic kids is kind of like
One. I think he's gonna, and I didn't say
It's
most.
kinda
I think
strange
he's just
to
gonna
me.
have an uber athletic kid. Just one. Maybe.
well, just one.
Yeah, just
and
maybe.
now you're limited to like. So
Nah,
what
they
is
got,
it?
They got athletic genes with me for sure.
Gene. They have athletic. They have athletic
They're gonna
gene
have, they're gonna
with
have
him.
athletic genes
Just
with me
one?
for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Just
Just
one,
one.
Jay.
That's what I'm saying. He's good for
Nigga,
one.
nigga, you're crazy. I'm literally
He
one of
said
the
you
most.
good for one.
I'm one of the most
good one.
athletic niggas in here. The only thing is I'm short. That's all you can really say. But I'm one of the most athletic niggas.
And see,
in
I'm
here.
not even accounting that. And I'm
That's
actually.
legitimate.
Why
one
you
of the
gotta
most.
think, right?
Why is-
maybe the most. Actually.
Why is
But quickly
everybody
though,
the
real
most
quick.
athletic? The most if they could have been at
No,
like.
I'm not saying if. That's the thing. I'm not saying no if. I'm telling you something, nigga. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's
Like,
the
I'm
thing.
telling
I
you
was-
something
I was
about how
cal-
I operate.
I was calculating the short stature in their favor though. It's going to increase the nimbility, the agility, the first foot quickness. They're gonna. That's what I'm saying. And just starting off that fast,
We don't know if
it's gonna be
they're
a
gonna
problem
be
for
short.
the children. It was these two twins, these light skinned niggas. I don't know if they was mixed, but they appeared that way. It was they had like twin ass names. It was like Zachary and Zachary or some shit like that. And they was fast as shit, both of them. They look like little short ass Hodge twins. Right? They had the same haircut.
Zachary
not
and
as
Zachary?
light skinned. Zachary and Zachary.
Zachary is a boy.
Yeah, they both dudes.
Zachary is a girl.
Zachary and Zachary. I just realized. Like, I
Zachary.
probably knew that back then, but that was very lazy. It's like they was debating on what to call one of them, so they just niggified one of the names.
Zachary.
Just put a little funk to it, a little flair. But yeah,
fuck?
they was both fast as shit. That's how I imagine Lauren's kids. Just naturally gifted in terms of speed. I don't know about anything else.
Hand-eye coordination, all that extra
I
shit.
can't see my clairvoyance only extends to like them being quick. I don't
Just,
know about the
just
IQ.
coordination, and athletic ability. Offer it.
Oh, they're gonna have long wingspans for how short they actually are too, probably.
How can you say that? My kids are going to be the most athletic.
Nah,
Nigga.
I don't know. Jace,
My kids are going to be a specimen.
Nah,
Because I'm
I
going to
don't know.
find a 5'7", 5'8" bitch.
Yeah.
5'7", 5'8".
I also don't know if you're.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna translate for them.
I don't know if it's
For
gonna-
sure.
I don't know.
For sure.
It's gonna take a lot of like they can't. They have the most potential.
They
have good
5'7", 5',
potential.
that's what I
They
mean.
have
Anything
potential.
above.
They'd have
for sure.
they'd have good
They
potential.
have good potential.
It's not gonna be innate though.
But-
it's not gonna be an innate thing. Like you know what I'm saying? They
America,
gonna have good potential,
America.
though.
What y'all hearing right now is the truth. Look, the truth is hard. The truth is so hard that like my kids are just gonna be the most athletic because I'm the most athletic.
That's not true.
They're gonna be the tallest because I'm the tallest.
That's not the
Like
truth.
that's just what it's gonna be.
No, put it, Lauren. You're actually
You know
on
what
something.
I'm
very
talking
important.
about. You know what I'm talking about.
Your kids are gonna be fine with proper coaching. They're not gonna be natural specimens.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
Because
they are.
no, they're not. They're gonna have what it takes.
How is Lawrence?
They're gonna have what it takes. No,
5
no,
foot
listen,
kid a
listen,
natural
listen,
specimen because he's
listen,
fast?
You're not
Suck my
talking about
dick.
the
You're
same
not
thing.
listening.
You're not listening.
I just realized what you said.
Yeah. You're not listening.
So his 5 foot kids naturals because they fast. Nigga,
Listen.
No,
fuck
you're not.
outta
You're not.
here.
You're not
Listen.
listening. You're not listening. You're not listening.
I feel like
You're
your
not
kids are gonna be
listening, nigga.
born uncoordinated, like scoliosis. They
nigga.
gotta go through a stage of getting
They're
their
gonna
body
have.
right.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have good potential.
Body right?
Yeah.
have good
Coming from the
potential.
nigga that weighs 135.
That's kept.
Fuck out of here.
That is
I'm
cap.
just trying to say something.
Nigga.
I'm not.
Nigga, you
I'm
have a
giving
curvy
I'm giving you
spine.
the most like potential. I'm saying they're gonna have the higher ceiling.
They
like,
don't
the
have
most
the
potential.
higher
That's what
ceiling.
I'm trying to say. They have that, but they're gonna have to work into it. It's not gonna be innate. You
Well-
didn't come out an athlete. You came out with the ability to be one. That's what I'm trying to say.
I didn't
like,
come
niggas
out an
like,
athlete?
Nigga, I came out kicking soccer balls, dribbling basketball, doing all that shit from the jump. I'm saying they're not gonna have that affinity. They don't have the potential.
You know what they're gonna be real
doing
good? Hold on. You know what they're gonna be real good at?
They're not
with the thumbs.
They're not gonna
just
have.
like they did.
They're not
just
gonna
like
have.
they did. He's good with trinkets.
Because he saw that today at the YMCA.
No,
when I was
no. I'm talking about
Damn,
your
nigga.
tablet use.
Fuck is you
I'm talking
talking
about
about?
how many words you can type per minute.
Yeah. I mean, I excel at everything I do. I'm sorry. That's why my kids are going to be
He doesn't
excelling
excel
at
at
everything
shit.
they do.
He excels
And the
at Microsoft
idea,
Word.
hold up, the idea
He's offended.
that they're going to
You got
have
him, Lauren.
the possibility that they're going to have the most potential, but if they tap into it, what type of bull, nigga? My kids.
Okay, trainers like living like the fact that you're on the path you're on now.
No,
That the path.
this is what I'm
by
saying.
the time you're
Lauren,
40,
this-
life will be great for you.
No,
and
Lauren.
you'll have what it takes to make your
Lauren,
kids a
this is what
superstar.
I'm saying.
They'll
This
have
is
the
what I'm
proper
saying.
nutrition.
They don't
No, Lauren.
need that. They
This
don't
is
need
the
that. though.
training.
They're not gonna have it
But
already in
just-
them. You know what I'm saying?
but
They're gonna
just-
need somebody to give it to them, teach it to them.
But
You know
him
what I'm saying?
but him just coming, that's not gonna do nothing for him.
That's what I'm trying
That's
to tell
the point.
them.
That's the point.
That's what I'm trying to tell them. I'm saying.
No, that's
It
literally
takes more than that.
That's literally what I'm saying. That's all. That's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
One good.
And you know what? And the fact that you believe that
You want them to be born with blood?
Tone,
He's gonna bleed into his wife.
Bro, the fact
not
that he
even gonna be-
believes that, it literally lets me know that he's gonna do them a disservice because he's not gonna put them where they need to go to get good. 'Cause
Negligent.
He's gonna be negligent about
We
it.
might have to call
Negligent.
CBS because you got to think, Lauren. Here's the hook. He's a super nigga. So in his head, he wants his kids to come with batteries included, but that's
what
not
I'm
gonna
trying to tell
happen
him.
for
It's
them.
not
It's just
gonna
not in the,
happen.
I'm looking at the deck and
Coming
the
from the
cards.
nigga who was just pleading about, we need to put kids in cage.
That has nothing to do
That's
with
literally-
passing on
So fucking you.
superior athletic genes.
It is when they're not going to be able to stand up in the cage because they're all scrunched up and like, "Ugh, I can't even stand, Daddy. I can't stand," because you put them in the cage.
It's
Nigga.
their first test.
That's their first test.
Yeah.
Of becoming a what?
Seeing how strong the calf muscles are. You kick out of the cage.
My kids, your kids are going to be like you.
Fantastic.
They just need to, like you, eat some vegetables, some celery and shit.
yeah. See, that's all it's gonna take for us. But
No, I'm saying my kids are going to probably like just come out like,
Nah, I don't think
doing
so.
backflips
You're gonna
and
have to. You're gonna have to.
His kids are gonna come out like
That's what I'm saying. That's what he think.
AJ, that's why they're not. Because it's not
that's
gonna
what they're
happen.
saying, because-
And that's what the
How do y'all
problem is.
not-
He's gonna look at his son.
Y'all have-
No, you know what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna take his son to the ball game. His son is gonna shoot zero.
The
with
ball game?
Hold on. He gonna take him to his basketball game, right?
Yeah,
his
yeah,
son
yeah.
gonna
This
shoot
nigga-
0 of 13 and average 4 turnovers. He's
Facts.
gonna get a paternity test. He's not gonna train his son because he's a super nigga.
Exactly,
He wants,
bro.
That's my
what I'm
point.
saying.
He
That's
wants
what
some
I'm
good
saying,
out the
bro.
box.
We on the same page, bro. That's what I'm saying this whole time, bro.
Lauren is literally
He's gonna
jumping
be
up
like,
and down.
"Who are you?" Yeah. He's just gonna test his fucking blood.
he's gonna be like, no way, this is my son.
Nigga,
Y'all have
his
no
son is gonna
idea.
need proper coaching and training. He gonna make him piss in the cup.
Y'all don't know. First of all, look, y'all have no idea, right? First of all, it all depends, and a lot of it depends on the mother, right? In a perfect
Here's the
world,
other
I guess
thing.
some
Here's
like
the other real thing.
Amazonian bitch.
You yourself are not that in tune with sports. So therefore, you say like it's
Bro,
just
the
not gonna
thing
be
is,
a thing.
hold
the
up,
thing
wait,
is,
hold
It's
up.
not gonna be a thing.
We found sports. Of course you played
Hold up.
sports. Of course you played sports. But you found sports, athletics, for real, in a real way, later in life. So
Hold up.
Like
hold up.
you
hold
didn't
up,
even go
hold up.
through the childhood
explanation.
development. You was a nerd for all intents and purposes.
I came out playing soccer. I was a soccer prodigy, but of course, being fucking poor, I wasn't able to afford Castle. So my fucking soccer careers was
That's
gone.
bullshit.
My mom
That's
My mom can't afford $500 to pay a season at
excuses.
fucking Castle.
Hold on,
And
hold on.
up.
I'm gonna
Don't
let you go.
overtalk me.
I'm gonna let you
If
go.
you're in
I'm
North
gonna let you go.
Carolina, you know exactly what the
I know
fuck
what that is.
Castle is. I'm talking to them in America. I know you right now. But if you're in North Carolina, you know what Castle is and all the other fucking ones. They're up to like $400 or $500. I was there at the field because the coach from my previous other little free bullshit team that I was playing for had brought me there and was like, yeah, I could really see. This is him talking to my mother. Let me talk. Let me talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me talk.
Go ahead. Hurry up.
So this whole idea that niggas wasn't active, the fact that y'all played sports all your life, in that I'm still faster, stronger, smarter.
No.
Faster, stronger, smarter.
No.
AJ, you're not in this, but faster, stronger, smarter, nigga.
Oh my God. No. Hold on.
Yeah.
Listen. You can't use being poor as an excuse for being bad at sports. Nigga,
Yeah,
you
especially,
chose
bro.
the poorest sport. Nigga, that's why football is the most popular sport on the planet. Because all it requires is an object to be
I
kicked.
was a cross athlete.
How
I
are you
played
bad?
basketball too.
Well,
It
yeah.
was everything.
How are you
When-
bad?
when
I
you were
went to
18,
Moore
nigga, when did it
Square.
start?
I didn't have. There was no basketball team, and by that time, look.
Bro,
in my poor black head, I was like, shit. I can't afford it. Fuck it. I guess it wasn't my
Did
dream.
you drop everything you did as a child to have the opportunity to go outside and play sports?
No.
Did you do that?
You know
Did you
why?
always drop
You know
everything?
why?
when you had
No,
the
I
opportunity?
mean sports. Shit. I wasn't playing sports, but I was
Did you
riding
walk
a bike.
miles down the street just to go hoop, nigga, when you was fucking?
You wasn't up at
Yes.
6 a.m. running hills, nigga. That's what I'm telling you.
Did you do that shit,
I
nigga?
understand.
I'm saying, I
Listen,
don't
listen,
think you did,
listen,
nigga.
listen. I didn't know it was gonna get this passionate, but you gotta understand, right? The genetic potential is there, but you didn't tap into it and really pimp it out at the pivotal stage, nigga. How?
not even
when
just
I'm
your
the
physical-
most did it.
Mentally even.
The
You don't pimp
word-
out your mental for that shit. Like, you don't even care enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's not in them, so it's not gonna be in his seed.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
why?
saying.
Because you can't come out what you not consuming.
I might be the most physical specimen in here.
No.
And that's not even, I didn't even use that properly, but you
No.
get the fucking point.
You might be the most
I might
physical
be the most,
specimen.
I might be the most, nigga.
Physical specimen.
How
Tell
am I
that
not?
to your semen,
How am
nigga.
I not?
Tell it to your semen.
How am I not?
Because they're not gonna get that. I'm telling you. Unless they focus.
How the fuck you going
Unless they focus.
Nigga, you don't know what the fuck is going on down there for me, nigga. It's a lot of powerful shit going on down there, nigga.
Pause.
Since you interested,
There's a lot of
nigga.
powerful shit going on down there. What,
I mean,
what does that mean,
talking
nigga?
about my-
It's a lot of powerful shit
Yeah, nigga.
going on down there. What, you a power bottom?
There's a lot of powerful shit, nigga. You get the point.
Regardless, though, the Olympics is happening. Is coming.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be.
And now-
but you gotta understand, right?
Yeah.
There's like 1 billion hours of footage of just athletic, but verbal, so be it, but athletic battles, just to trying to determine who's who. Who's the strongest? Who's the fastest? Who's the quickest?
Everybody-
That's all about to come to a head.
Everybody
We've
in
been
the-
doing the promo for this.
America, y'all have to comment down below just who y'all think, just so we can talk shit further. And look, I am the fastest.
You're not. We've
I-
raced. You know we've raced before.
Tony,
You know we've raced
we've
before.
never raced.
We've raced. We raced at my crib with Scotty.
I mean, we've like raced.
And we literally
we've-
all tied.
We've
It was
raced.
a bunch of 6'3", 6'4" niggas, and then we finished with the same time.
We've raced like out of bounds for a ball, but nigga, we've never raced. And if we raced
No,
right
we've
now,
raced. We've
what would
raced.
happen
We've
is
raced.
exactly what
I would
the fuck would
destroy
happen.
you in them Duck Dynasty boots.
You're fucking crazy.
fucking insane. You gonna be grabbing the ground too much with them shits.
Yeah, so I mean, I got my shoes in the
You see
fucking
this?
car.
This is a New Balance, my nigga. A running shoe.
Yeah, you need a running
you're
shoe.
You're not even equipped for battle.
I'll give you-
That's my point. Look at Lauren. What's Lauren wearing, AJ? Athletic leisure. Why is that? Because it's in his fucking jeans.
That's
or
what it
jean.
is,
He got
bro.
one jean, but that's enough.
That's all Jamaicans can wear down
That's
there.
what he's most comfortable in. You know why? Because he might have to do a quick fucking change of pivot.
Yeah, before he hurts his leg trying to do it, nigga. I've seen it
I ain't
happen.
gonna lie, Lauren, you are getting old. You're getting old.
First time,
I would
a
love
good stretch, limber up real quick. I got
Yeah.
you. No problem.
Nigga, first,
you're not
limber up.
damaged goods.
No. I
You're
do
not
need
damaged
no, but I
goods.
do need to prepare, so I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
you're
gotta
not
make
damaged
sure.
goods by any means.
But
You can pimp that up.
but I am fragile goods. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes
Fragile.
to my bones, it's a little different.
What needs to happen? Some vitamin D pills. You don't need to touch another weight. You need to do straight like.
I'm playing.
You know what I'm
actually,
saying?
I'm solid. I'm
Nah,
good to
because no, you're true. You are brittle.
go. No. I'm playing. I'm solid. I'm solid.
For
I'm
all
solid.
intents and
I'm actually
purposes,
probably stronger
I
than
wouldn't
you.
say
I'm solid.
brittle, but maybe malleable.
Very malleable. It's. I mean, shit. But
And-
why
and
beat
bro,
around the bush?
For all this shit this nigga be talking, like when we're playing basketball and he's taking 2 minutes of possession in the paint and he's just trying to slowly
He's
back me
doing it.
down, he doesn't move nothing.
Yeah.
Like he really don't be like, he thinks he's super strong, but it's like, I be there. He's not doing anything. I'm not allowing him
But
to.
then he gets backed up, and then I do my thingy
You
thing
do
and
be
score.
there for like 8
Bro,
minutes.
he's
though.
there for 8 minutes, bro. It's
You
like
do be
at
there
a
for like
certain
8
point,
minutes.
because at a certain
8
point,
minutes?
you're gonna get there. But the fact
At a
that
certain
But
point,
listen,
what is that?
But listen, the fact that it takes him 8 minutes to get me into a position under the rim to score means he's not as strong as he thinks he is. AJ, it should take him about 2.5 seconds flat.
Nah, that's true.
Because that's genuine strength. But the fact that you got to bounce around and do all that extra bullshit.
You see how we wasn't even talking about that,
to get there.
but he brought it back to today. Like, this is what I'm saying. This isn't about this.
We gonna settle it.
We're going to settle it once and for all.
It.
And then there's going to be nothing to talk about. There's just going to be a bunch of film to watch.
We're going to settle it.
Yeah.
We're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so will you.
And it's going to be on that $5 Patreon, which you should check out right now.
Nah, literally. But let's get into some other shit. What's this race-related topic?
That's good. Let's click on that one. That was a good
Lauren,
random
can you
one.
go to race shit into the in the notes?
So
Shit look very promising. And has nobody got an update on this Domino's?
It should be on its way. They just did quality check. This shit was taking forever.
Quality check?
Yeah.
Better not be a nigga sampling this slice.
Oh, yo, and another thing, if it takes too long, go into the app, hit that report issue. They'll give you another free one. We could have one for
that's
next
what I'm
week
gonna
too.
end up doing.
Jesus Christ.
But
I'm gonna end up doing that.
Pieces and podcasts.
I'm gonna be honest. I honestly, this is one of those grenades. For those of you that are new to the show, a grenade is what we like to call. What are we gonna talk about?
No, that's not what we like to call it. Because the thing is, there's plenty of shit to talk about. But a grenade is for
It's-
when we want some more explosiveness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
kick shit and get. And this shit better be hot, nigga.
This one of those things. Let's just click on it, Lauren.
I got you. 10-4. Let's get it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly feel like people that come from third world countries, they come and bust their ass in America. Our people, black people, they chilling, taking cigarette breaks. Where the people that come from different countries, they in there busting their ass. And it's hard to really find workers like that. Just in today altogether, in America altogether.
Now I remember the context of why I saved this. I was a little bit racist. So here's what I got a little like upset hearing this shit, right? Like the idea of like this rhetoric of niggas not working hard,
Lazy blacks?
is still like kind of going on,
And it's being,
you know what I mean?
It's being amplified by that black woman
allegedly. Wait, go back to her.
who
Lauren,
hires Mexicans.
Lauren,
she look like she hires Mexicans.
She low key look like Trinidadian. Can you just go back? Don't even play the sound.
Yeah, Lauren, use your Caribbean lens.
Powers,
Please
nigga.
examine this woman.
Use your powers, nigga.
Yeah, no, she's probably of Caribbean descent.
I wonder what's
probably-
under that wig.
She might be of Caribbean descent. I wouldn't be surprised.
She probably look like Dave Chappelle with that shit off.
Alopecia.
Yeah.
And I don't even. It's not even about her. It's just the idea.
It's the concept. It's the philosophy
concept.
she's preaching.
Because shout out to Andrew fucking. Stop eating that goddamn paper. I was watching. Shout out to Andrew Callahan. I was watching one of his documentaries, and it was about how it was on like the immigrant stuff, right? He went to the Arizona border. Y'all should go watch it. Channel 5 News. Amazing video, amazing content. And the funny thing is, right, he was talking about the stories, right? The stories that these people would tell to like kind of get in the country, and how all these people had the same story.
Is it a lie or is it just a shared experience?
Ironically, for some weird reason, they were all being chased by the cartel. They were all ugh, that was nasty. That was what we was talking about, you know.
It's pre-show.
But it was all about like how, oh, I'm in fear for my life. I might get kidnapped. It was all the same stories because the opportunity in America isn't to come here and live here. Is to come here, get the bread, send it back, which is a lot of what these niggas is doing.
Well, no, one of the opportunities is to live here too, though.
But let's be honest, the smart thing to do, because a lot of times, and this was the point, that these people aren't living, and I don't even want to say these people because I don't even know what people are, but even though the context of the video was Mexicans, but
so you
it's
sound
not
like Snoop Dogg right now.
It's not about them, but a lot of people that are coming from these countries, they don't necessarily
What are you
live
about
in
to say?
dangerous areas.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
They
what
don't-
the
they
fuck
don't
are you
live-
about to say, nigga?
They don't live in dangerous areas necessarily, or like hardship areas, but it's just no money out there. So the smart thing to do,
bro. What is
but
no
the smart-
money? What conditions does no money make?
So the smart thing to do would to be come to America, get the bread, and send it back, which is what a lot.
Yeah, but a lot of those places, with what you just said, a lot of those places also just the likelihood of something going wrong, like actually like violence or something, is higher, regardless. Because of those
this is
things.
another thing.
It's
Like, so
increasing.
you may not be in the quote unquote bad neighborhood, but you're in a worse one compared to being here.
You got to think the crime out there is different because they got so much like backing. It's almost like they're being funded. It's a whole organization out there, and they got pull legally.
Oh,
No
shit.
shit.
Remember that only one that doesn't get invaded or occupied during war.
Our
Yeah,
country,
literally, it's a safe place.
our country is the only
Unless you
country
in a
that
tall
doesn't.
building.
Our country is the only country that doesn't get invaded or occupied during war. That's what AJ just
Typically,
said.
yeah, that's
typically, which makes sense. I mean, it's kind of hard to get to us.
And we have white women, and sadly, for a lot of minority men,
Yeah.
that's a
Kryptonite.
it's a selling point.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
Kryptonite too, nigga.
Because you got to think, we was even talking about it earlier, like culturally, under the table, subconsciously, in Mexican households, cheating on the man's part, they don't like it, but the consequences aren't nearly as dire
Yeah.
as in other relationships.
Yeah.
So I forgot why I brought that up, but it has something to do with what we was talking about. I promise.
The whole point, and the whole.
So you could come over here as
Yeah.
a proud Mexican man, take care of your family, and fuck white women at the same time. It's kind of like you're getting the best of both worlds.
It's a dream.
for a Mexican, because like you got to think like you're being responsible. Your family feels the love. You taking care of them, it's food in their mouth, bills paid.
Yeah, you just
No
cheating
more
on your
candles.
wife.
It's electricity because he getting.
But a lot of the
18.50 an
infrastructure,
hour.
like from certain countries too, a lot of the infrastructure and how their society's set up, it's like them niggas don't have these opportunities on a base level. Like a regular job, that's why these niggas, when they come here, they work in these regular jobs with so much emphasis. Because they don't have the ability to get a job like this and get this almost kind of equal pay to them.
And that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that was another thing that was in the video, which is like, nigga, the disparity in pay.
yeah.
It's completely crazy.
What's
like,
the going rate in Mexico
so
right now?
I think
And do you think that affects the price of like other commodities?
other
like,
goods, of course.
You know, soda,
The
pussy.
the analytics was basically, nigga, in some countries and like in some places in, you know, let's just say Mexico, fuck it, we're talking about maybe.
For all intents and purposes.
All intents and purposes, even in Africa probably, they'll get paid like $25 a month. Of course we know, nigga, probably most of us have gotten paid a little bit over $25. I know Amazon pays fucking a lot. Like, nigga, damn it.
$25 a month. So when you see the commercials advertised for just 25 cents to save an African life, that's not really that far fetched.
And sometimes $25 a day, which is like, I mean, it's better than a month. But when you think about it, it's like, God damn, $25 a day.
What is $25 to get you
So-
out there though? What's the currency exchange?
So the idea that, you know, a lot of immigrants come here, you know, just work, send that bread back. And it was even a dude in the video. He was like, man, I was living in Chicago. I got deported. And he was just talking about how, like, yeah, America sucks though. Like, it's not it's no love. Everybody's kind of in their own world.
Is no
I'm trying to figure
the
it out.
sense of community is different, right?
It is different. And
It's a more village mindset in these other places because you got to think the way the framework of how they set up the living arrangements, they're not necessarily on top of each other, but they're very close.
yeah.
On some New York shit. Like you seen pictures of Brazil, nigga.
Yeah.
It's just a Walmart stacked on their version of Walmart.
Yeah.
Stacked on top of a gas station, stacked on top of a retirement home, right adjacent to a motherfucking
A tire shop.
apartment.
Yeah.
And it's like a daycare right there, all
Yeah.
in the same building.
Yeah.
Where people are living. And no signage or nothing. You just got muscle memory to know which hallway to go down.
They be cool up there though.
And they figured it out. I think.
Impeccable grip strength probably.
On just a sense of direction, like that natural compass that you get from being a
They definitely know the
more
North
indigenous
Star.
lifestyle.
Indigenous. Nigga, what?
You know, it's just closer to
But what do we have to do? What would have to happen for like that whole idea of niggas being lazy to kind of just like disperse? Like would it be as easy as just all niggas just ain't working hard?
More of I think more of what niggas is trying to do for niggas in general to like come to fruition. Like more infrastructure already built around black business, black everything. Like it's gonna take a while before like you know you don't seem as the oppressed. Like it's gonna take a long time for that to even be a thing. You know?
But that's always the answer. I think she's not even right. I feel like we just assumed that she was correct in that assessment. Like you got to imagine, right?
I don't think he assumed that. He assumed like what does it take
she's
to change
comparing she's comparing all of Black America to the most ambitious people. Like you got to think, what does it take to be in a situation in your home, completely leave that go to a new atmosphere, and have the mindset that I'm a hustle, I'm gonna take care of myself, send money back. These are like the most ambitious people compared to everybody that's black.
And that does go for any country. Like
That's
if
not
anybody,
a fair
It's
assessment.
not. Yeah, it's not even for coming here. Anybody who
These
leaves one
niggas-
country to go to another country, they do typically see more opportunity there, or like, you know what I'm saying? If they leave with a purpose of going somewhere better, when they get there, like they already been extremely ambitious to do that to begin
Bro,
with.
you're comparing the ones that swam.
It's true.
Fought packs of coyotes.
Yeah.
All to come here and work a terrible job and still pimp that shit out for 90 hours. These are the most ambitious people compared to everybody else.
But let me understand your question, Jay. Your question was, what does it take to change that narrative, right? Not
the
saying,
narrative.
I don't think he's
And-
saying that she's
And
right.
it's one of those
He's
things
saying,
where
like-
it's like the narrative is like it doesn't matter because it's one of those things where it could probably always be a narrative. And
True.
it's every nigga has $1 million. It'll still be a narrative, but it is still like a glooming thing to where it's like, Wendy's. You know what I mean? Shout that shitty Wendy's.
Yeah, Lewisburg, bro. Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Fuck them. But
Yeah, trash out
it's
there.
Religiously.
always.
I've been out there once. I told you I was trash.
And why is it?
And it was trash immediately,
It was
right?
rough. It was
like
rough,
that was your
yeah.
first time there.
My first time there,
We
and I never
told
went
you
back.
it was going to be bad.
Yeah, it was
and
bad.
And why?
I did some personal investigations, found out it was true.
yeah,
And
Was actually also disappointed because,
it was niggas
you
up
was
in there.
actually hungry, too,
lazying
right?
it up.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not doing shit. So it is one of those things where
She might be right.
it's
That Wendy's might have just proved
yeah.
a point. I think I take back everything. Fuck.
It's hard to find workers. That's what she said.
Not if you go to the border, apparently.
Bitch ain't lying.
But did we just fix the migrant issue? I think we just did that.
I don't know. I'm dead as like. Is that pizza hot?
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's steaming. It's hot like a pussy that's about to get ate.
We're about to take a break. Shout out to this black woman. She might be right, but yeah, we'll come right back. We got
A black woman.
the black bitch.
And now she's a bitch?
We'll come right back. Quick break, pizza break. Yeah.
Yeah, pause. Brief intermission.
Bow.
Yep, back. You know, like it never happened. Had to take a little brief pizza intermission.
Pizza party, nigga.
Yeah,
That shit
niggas was famished. I couldn't go on like that.
Yeah, everybody was smiling, eating their pizza and shit.
Yeah, I haven't been that happy since,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Grade school.
Got my dick sucked while I was driving
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago. But Vince McMahon. Vince
Why so far ago, nigga? Why not yesterday?
Speaking of wild shit to do,
yeah.
Vince McMahon been like losing all his credibility as a legend.
Vince McMahon is involved in a crazy scandal. So
Lauren, can you go to that link so that we have facts,
the
research
actual facts.
at our
Absolutely.
disposal?
I got you already. Don't worry about it.
yes, thank you. But to keep it short and simple, Vince McMahon is being charged with, sexual assault. What? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Being charged with butt trafficking.
Butt trafficking specifically, allegedly.
Butt trafficking.
Allegedly, because we
And-
don't want to go to jail for his
with,
shit.
And with the butt trafficking thing, that's a whole other weird thing because it gets very finicky.
Well, you want to tackle that one first?
Of what's considered trafficking, because it's like with kidnapping, right? Like if you take somebody 3 feet away from where they were, that's kidnapping. So, but with him specifically, yeah, I don't know my journey, but it gets crazy. So there was a WWE wrestler, right?
Yeah.
It's a female
By the name
wrestler.
of?
I don't know her name. Really doesn't matter. I don't think she wants her name out anyway.
It's probably better that we don't know, yeah.
But allegedly, Vince McMahon was just pimping her out, just straight up pimping her out.
Where he was sharing
So-
the love with the homies?
Nigga, he was
His
sharing,
colleagues?
nigga, they giving he was,
He believes in tag teams.
giving others the options. You know what I mean?
God damn.
What's life without options? And that's how he thought. So
Yeah. And you got to understand, right? That's not something you do without permission.
and
Even though a lot of niggas try to just make that happen with a girl, that's something that you gotta ask in the courting stage, to where it's like, are you cool with random dudes coming in right behind me and fucking you? And if that's a no, then it's a no. You can't do that.
exactly.
I don't even like that because I think that's weird. That might be gayer than not eating pussy, but
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. But Janelle Grant broke her silence about their relationship with disturbing allegations, including charges that the wrestling magnate defecated on her head during a threesome in May of 2020 and butt trafficked her to other WWE executives, which is why I wanted to read these screenshots.
I got you.
Nigga, I already have them on my phone.
Oh, tenfold.
They are fucking
Put them in the chat.
crazy. Put them in the chat too.
Let's pull it up on the
I'm gonna pull
screen.
them up on here.
But
Are we
this
gonna read 'em?
is,
See which one you're starting with.
yeah, perfect.
Okay. Them just look like tablets of the Ten Commandments.
Yeah, it looks like a Bible.
This looks official.
So-
Yeah, this looks like the word of God here.
So
guys.
it's, bro, around this time, Vince openly shared explicit photographs and salacious stories about Miss Grant with WWE crews at tapings. A group McMahon, is that how you say his name? A group McMahon also referred to as a fan club. So nigga, this is
Wait, so he had a sex
This
orgy
is-
crew.
I just passed my phone around to a bunch of guys on the tech crew. They were screaming, "Oh my God, she's effing beautiful. Look at her butt. I like to get that." I paused to count out loud how many guys there were. 12. And then I said, okay, there's 12 of you. And she would love to F each and every one of you
At one time.
at a time.
At one time.
At one time. Oh, shit.
No, not one at a time. Those are two
at
different
one time.
things.
At one time.
Those are two different beasts.
The guys cheered. But, and this is in quotations, but will she only do it if she takes 3 at a time? That brought up a huge reaction. I'm guessing that reaction was an uproar because it was like, what? She can only take 3? She wants.
Wait, but who alleged that? Who said that? Hey, only 3 at a time. It's three.
He
seasons.
did. He was telling her.
So this is one of the 12
Mind
niggas.
you, guys, what he's reading is one long message. This isn't a series of messages where he keeps saying something. This is one font, one page.
So when they said sadistic, like this is kind of what it means. Like the nigga literally remembered everything play by play and
Every
sent it
detail.
to her.
Yeah.
And it's like, honestly, it gets disturbing. She wants one deep in her butt, one way down her throat, and one way in her ussy. And you can pound her and keep on pounding her till you pop on her, till you pop your load. Ugh. She may scream, try to say no. Although it would be difficult to say anything with a big black in her mouth.
That's what he said?
No, well, that's kind of what I made up, but that's what the next text messages say.
Oh, that's what you would do.
No, that's what the next text messages say.
'Cause where did that come from?
It's in the next text messages.
Why
but
are you punching up a
I'm
transcript?
playing with the truth, but I understand that this nigga is crazy. The nigga is
I
crazy.
think you might be crazy.
No, no, it's crazy.
No,
It's honestly, it seems so surreal. Like this is what a real man sent to like a woman who he.
This is an American Psycho that we're doing the case study on. You gotta understand, right? Like, what is his background? Does he come from a poor and disenfranchised circumstances? Because I don't get the fascination in his psyche with sharing pussy.
Baby,
That's a famine mindset.
I should have added context. Baby, these guys were having a blast with me. Some of them didn't believe me. So I said, you were the greatest F in the world. And no matter how much you get, you always wanted more. And then I said, she loves cum. Baby, these texts, as we call them, were having the time of their lives listening to my truthful story. Oh, this nigga wasn't even worried about getting sued, bruh. Like, this is literally what he said.
He typed it permanently.
He typed it. So, yo, Lauren, zoom in on
This
that, please.
nigga
The
damn-
right hand side.
It was like he damn near engraved all his fetishes.
He said,
You would take a 10-minute break
we're
between
having the
each
time of my
fucking-
life while
Whoa.
listening to my truthful story.
Wait, hold on. So what? Put this back in context. Is this a text message to
This-
the girl in question?
He's texting the girl this.
Okay.
So-
And is this what him and his friends want to happen, or what has already happened?
No, this is what they're into. So
He's grooming her for it.
So he's chilling. A couple days before, now it's happening. He already popped her, pooped on her, peed on her. Now he's chilling with the homies. He's like, yo, y'all won't believe what the
He's
fuck just
telling-
happened.
he's recounting
I
the
took
events.
a dump on her face, nigga. He's telling them these stories. They're like, oh my God, I want a piece of that. What else can she do? Can she take with a handstand? Like while she's doing that? And then he's like, I have to tell her this.
Now he's
she
telling
won't
her.
believe.
Yeah, he's like, you won't believe the
So
reaction
this-
I got.
She won't believe how coveted she is.
Yeah.
He
So
was
he's
like,
telling her the story.
I literally
Yeah.
don't want you to feel ashamed of what has been happening.
Like,
you're a superstar now.
You have no idea.
This is
What-
masterclass manipulation.
You have no idea what you've done. Like, that's what he just told the bitch.
Like, she kind of opened Pandora's box and he busted her nut because of it. But
and then said you would take a 10-minute break between each effing, but then you would get back on your hands and knees with your butt in the air and say, okay, I'm ready. Who's next? I drove them wild, baby. Or should I say, you drove them wild. Just imagine if this really happened, baby. How much you would have out of all your holes.
whoa. Were his
Might wanna mark
friends?
down.
Yeah, please. And were his friends masturbating when he was telling this sick fantasy? Like, you gotta. Like, it's a bunch of dudes in a room, and he's just telling. They telling sex. Yeah, your dog is getting a little unruly over there. They telling campfire stories, nigga.
Yo,
about their taboos.
you got to understand that,
Jerking off.
like, this is like high school shit times 10. Because we've all been in a circle or somewhere, whatever shape it was, and niggas is just like, yo, like, I was fucking this bitch, we're saying woody whoop whoop, I got a video.
I'm about to say,
Like, yo, I don't need to see the video, but I'm glad you're fucking this bitch.
Shit,
But-
I had a homie that sent me a video of a bitch. No, I told him I was fucking.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
He thought it was an achievement unlock. He's like, we fucking the same bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, shout only him would do that.
Only he would do that.
Only
Yeah.
he would do
He's
that.
a good brother.
Shout out
Shout
that nigga.
But that was the type of bitch
Yeah.
that you do that to.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
And you know what happened? Something similar to Vince. How you say this nigga last name?
Vince, whatever.
Vince McFreak.
Yeah.
Vince McFreak, right? Like, he had a sexual experience that was a time of his life, and he told his homie. I told my homie, I was like, fucking the shit out of this Dominican girl. He went and fucked the same Dominican girl.
Because why? He had
I
to
gave a
see.
stellar review.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And she was one of those. She was just like,
Yeah.
just like a rebound. Like, anybody can grab it.
She was, okay, I'm ready. Who's next? One of those, nigga.
Yeah. But she wanted that.
Janelle?
This Dominican person we're talking about.
Okay.
It's a different situation.
It's a completely different context.
Because any woman that gets shat on voluntarily
Yeah.
in the midst of sex, it's like,
What about the shadow voluntarily at all, nigga?
Have you ever peed on a girl?
sex is
Y'all ever
gross.
peed on a girl?
Sex is worse.
On purpose?
Sex might make it better.
I mean, it doesn't happen on accident.
In the shower, yeah, but it wasn't
We've had this
sexual.
discussion.
Have you ever peed on a girl?
I think we had this discussion. We had the same thing.
Oh.
So what you saying, Lauren, you peed on a girl?
In the shower, the same thing. We had discussed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in the shower.
She had a jellyfish thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to say, I've done that.
You put sexually though. That's how you mean it.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
was
we was
fucking.
yeah, but it's like regardless, though.
So how did that happen? Whose idea was that?
We was in the shower.
It was in the shower, and you was fucking her in the shower.
No, it wasn't even fucking her, I don't think.
Yeah. Same.
So you pissed on her, and then she got horny. You literally made her wet.
No, I think, like, the horny, all of that had passed. That's why we were taking a shower.
So you didn't piss on her in a sexual manner. I mean, not R. Kelly style, because that woman was underage, but just like you in the middle of fucking. You could come right now, but instead
That's not
you chose
even
to
how
piss
it
on her.
works.
It depends on what type of breed of nigga you are.
I don't even think it works like that. Even if
It
you
does.
are the type to pee on a girl, you
But
don't
that's-
just like pull out and go back in. No, it's
But
like
no,
one of those.
That's what they said.
It's like a sanctuary type of thing.
That's what they said in the R. Kelly transcripts, nigga. Like, he was still hard.
Isn't it also like a finishing? Like finish him. Like
It is. It's
one of them?
It's a
a
punchline.
fatality.
But the
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
is,
yeah.
allegedly, he was still hard and pissing. Then he would go back to fucking. It's a genetic freak. That's a genetic specimen.
That's one man. You get what I mean? Like, you can't put all niggas that's in that shit.
wait, that's
on.
what they said about Vince?
No, R. Kelly.
Yeah, R. Kelly. Robert.
And specifically about Vince, he has a weird fascination with BBCs. Go to the next one.
There's more messages?
There's more messages.
And he has a weird fascination
So
with BBC.
after the threesomes began, Vince became more sadistic, and his fantasies focused on control, such as choking. We've all done that. Sensory deprivation. Ever block the bitch eyes out? Okay. Pain, humiliation, group scenarios in which Miss Grant was to be physically overwhelmed and subservient.
he was gonna overstimulate her with black dick.
Yeah.
That's literally what he says in his message at the top.
And
you need your panties ripped off.
Read it slow.
And
Read it
3
slow.
in all caps. I'm not gonna read it slow. I'm not gonna turn you on in here. You fucking freak.
Well,
Big black dicks.
No, wait. So wait, no. We got
Fucking
mark
nasty
that.
Mark that.
Mark that.
Hell no, they gonna have to.
Goddamn fucking.
He ran into that.
Who are
No,
you?
I'm just saying, like, so you wouldn't all 3 holes at the same time. So the obvious 3 holes.
Do you spell pussy with an E?
No, I was just wondering that he's about 50, 60. I'm guessing that's
It might be the UK.
the Regal way.
Nah, but Vince McMahon, he's not UK.
That might be British English, man.
Nah, he's from here.
Oh no.
You gag and convulse as those big black meats pound away as it fills from the start. You're being assaulted, but it's made you nonstop.
This can't be real.
I swear to God,
Just
nigga.
one continuous constant orgasm.
This can't be real, bro.
It's like
It's
a roller coaster.
it has a sense of romantic, like it's kind of romantic, like
Shakespearean in a way.
In a way, like it has a little bit of. You could tell Vince is being genuine,
Are you talking about the way he's typing?
like the way he's kind of like
he's
conveying.
these are brushstrokes. He's
At the-
painting a picture.
Yeah.
This is, you know what I'm saying? Like these, yeah.
Like, yeah. Wait, just before you pass out, those big black meats squirt their loads of inside you. As you lay on your stomach, the is out of all your holes.
Yo, Vince McMahon would have killed at the now it's called Allo show. He would have cleaned up house in there, all that pussy ready to just get ramped.
Yeah.
Rampage.
Yeah.
Literally. Like they went there to lose teeth to have fun. In the pursuit of having a good time. So imagine what makes them nut.
The goal for them going there was to leave with Ghost Rider. They was
Literally.
trying to suck Ghost Rider dick.
And quick side note, this is why you should listen to LOY on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Yeah.
or any what do you even call it?
RSS feed anywhere
Any
that you listen
DSP
to.
that isn't visual, because you see, this is the type of shit you just can't play out loud. You just can't. That last 15 minutes, we get a nigga fired. We get HR called on the motherfucker.
Whoa, play out. It's still being played.
You
out
can't play
loud.
this shit out loud. Like, it's certain podcasts that when you listening to it, you would need headphones. LOI is one of those podcasts.
Oh yeah.
You're not just at your office job listening to LOI out loud unless your office is the back of a strip club.
Yeah.
In which case, it's the perfect setting for some shit like this.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's exactly what the back of his
block
office.
in the Bronx.
That's exactly what the back of his office is. It's a strip club with
Where'd you get this from? The screenshot.
the bird.
Great question.
Twitter.
The bird.
Okay.
Yeah. Both of these screenshots actually. And
Because it has this 142 here.
because
It
they're
looks like-
actual court documents.
So that's what it is.
So yeah, these are actual court documents. These are
That's what I
not
figured.
You're trying to put it on you.
No. It looks like that's what it is. So I'm trying to figure out like where you got it from.
way up your ussy, way up your butt. As far as they can go.
Where are her replies?
Fuck.
Where are her replies to these messages? Because is she feeling these things, or
She's felt these things.
I mean,
Oh,
she
wait,
doesn't
no.
have a choice.
She hasn't, right?
Like, say it like that.
Because this is a court document about what's already happened. So she's felt these things.
No. And he's saying
Lauren, she's probably never
every
feeling
time-
nothing again.
Every time he texts
Because
her,
she's felt these things.
every time he
She's felt
texts
too
her,
much. She's overfelt.
every time he texts her, he's texting her in the future presence of like what could happen. Like, yo,
Right,
sweetie, I'm
right,
with
right.
these 12 dudes. They
Right.
want to do something. Yo, sweetie,
Yeah.
read your last picture. You should have 3 BBCs in your mouth. So it's always something like future related. Like, I see this in you.
Because
12 dudes in you.
he keeps adding to what's already been done. I'm saying that this is
yeah.
already this was a play. How long ago was this?
God knows.
Exactly. She's done this in
Nigga, them
a
pages
million
in-
times.
them pages in
Whatever
his-
he's written here, he painted the picture so he could bring it to life.
Sensory deprivation, is that like a bitch sucking your dick and you like playing with her ears or something? Like, what's,
Sensory deprivation is when you have no idea what's going on to you because your senses have been deprived.
That's niggas making sure.
Now Google it and prove my
don't Google
point.
that shit.
That's literally what it means. Like you can't see, you can't
Yeah,
hear.
but I don't need you smiling after.
You're blind. Like all of your senses are no longer in function. That's what deprivation is. Come on now.
I wonder, do you do all of that at the same time when you're like trying?
When you're trying, well, probably when you fucking taking 3 black dicks in all your holes.
To market.
The lack of sensory stimulation. That's exactly. It's a
Like,
point.
put head in
GRWD.
the pillow or something, you know, shit like that.
Head in the pillow.
That could be. That could be.
But
You
no.
can't see.
Well, okay, yeah, that is
But
like
that's low hanging
It's like,
fruit.
It's like asphyxiation. Same thing.
That's like low hanging. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
level 1.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
but then level
Shit
3
like
is like gags and shit. But you know,
Yeah.
we don't got to go into all the Justin's fantasies
He brought it up and he made it my fantasy. You're a fucking freak.
because the way nigga,
You're trying to rub your freak off on me.
nah, I don't have to. You already have it.
Oh, wait a minute.
See another one, right? Jesus Christ, Justin.
Yeah, Vince McMahon took you another place, bro.
Vince McMahon got you feeling that WWE spirit, nigga.
Oh, I can't believe the white bears talk about it. Let's what time we at? I know what time we at.
Yeah, we almost there. Where you
close.
wanna?
I don't know, because Charleston White, it's this video of Charleston White, and I wanted to talk about it because, Charleston White, he's always preaching about how black people need to fix this, they need to fix themselves, they need to do this, and it's like he's starting to live the complete opposite of what he preaches for the most part.
He's
And
starting. This just happened.
But it's been happening, but now I feel like he forgot how to like kind of control it and maintain it. You know what I'm saying? His degeneracy, that's what I'm saying. And this is my main plight with Charleston White. This is what I've always been saying with this nigga, is that it might not be like a facade, but this nigga isn't as like black proud, I'm such a good man as he fucking tries to let on and believe.
All right,
like
I'ma
just
let
because
him-
you fucking helping kids, giving them book bags, don't make you a
Wow.
good person, nigga.
I'm gonna let this piece play, but I'm not gonna lie. So I saw this thumbnail, and they can see this, correct?
About to.
I was trying to find out where Charleston White was in his fucking picture, and then
Yeah.
I think that's the baby alien dude.
Then it just hit me. Oh, that's who that is.
I don't know. It looks like it from here.
Somebody's
If that's Charleston, then
deep.
that's
Somebody's deep
Might be
into
Charleston.
the crevices of a bitch's.
He's
cleavage
having
right
his senses deprived right now.
now. Yeah, nah, he can't hear or see nothing except areola. But what is this?
Let's hear it. Let's see it.
hold on one second. Oh, there we go. Just got unmuted.
I'm like, hers are taking over mine.
Oh, no, that wasn't.
Let's get started. Hung
I don't know.
Now play it one more time. Play it one more time.
Ace the name, hung.
I'm like, hers are taking over
Now I want you to
mine.
play it like 3 more times with the volume off. Just
yeah,
so
just
like
have it loose.
just so they can see this.
No,
Now-
so he can get his
now,
freak off.
Now, no, this is what he's on his knees.
Yeah.
We've already talked about this in the beginning of the show. If you made it this far, thank you.
Subscribe.
$5 Patreon.
Like.
But regardless, this
Drop
nigga
a
is
while
on
away.
his knees. His knees, Tony.
You in these knees.
no, AJ in
You
the
in these
knees.
You know your masculinity isn't in your kneecaps, right?
It
You
is when
understand
you're
that?
on a red carpet getting motorbike.
Yeah, that's wild. Why is he doing? I thought it was somebody else because I didn't
And-
even know he was
and you
kneeling
gotta
down.
It
understand.
is wild.
Kneeling down.
And you
What are
gotta
doing that
understand,
for?
this is the guy.
He was in proposal stance.
This is the guy who wants to go toe to toe with Dr. Umar, who
Yeah,
has the
nah, bro.
audacity
Nah, bro.
to go toe to toe. Granted, with a nigga who hasn't really successfully built a school yet, but everybody has their own plights. But at least his plights is like not successfully building a school, instead of like completely going against. And I don't even want to make it saying he's going against, but the fucking irony. You know what I'm saying? It's like, as a black man, like, nigga, you
I
doing,
wouldn't say that.
Like,
I
do
wouldn't
this
say that.
in Las Vegas at a hotel room where nobody can see you. That's cool.
Do it
That- where-
privately for sure.
Where like Kevin Hart does his work in a car with with somebody, meticulous bitch.
But I think you got to think, right? This might be why whatever change or awareness Charleston White has garnered in his life in terms of helping the black community, this might be why it works, because he's still a nigga at the end of the day. Like, you got to think, just because you care about the black family unit doesn't mean that you don't want to motorboat some Asian
I know.
cleavage. You get what I'm saying?
I know what you're
These
coming
things can both be true. Now, I will say, doing it like this openly at some fucking
Nigga, he's
but
at
you
the
gotta
AV.
think he's acting accordingly. That sign says "assholes live forever."
Yeah, this is some sort of.
This is some corn convention.
But
yeah, but still,
that's
like
not
him being there is the problem, is what he's saying.
But what's wrong with that?
Because of this video.
why.
But
This
can
video
you
is
sell-
wrong.
Why did you? Why? What? Denzel? What the fuck is wrong with you? Just
What
did you
is
just see him?
wrong? What
You
What?
had the Denzel thumb. Like, what was that movie, Lawyer, when he was a lawyer?
He's doing this shit.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
the
he snapped he was winning them cases.
fuck is wrong with you?
In other words. What was I saying? But I don't
bad.
see why you can't do a backpack giveaway on Tuesday and then on Friday get some titties in your
Because
face.
this video, you can do that, but this video and all of this and the red carpet, the lights,
You could do that.
You got to know where you at. You don't
could
do that right here.
You could do that in Onyx.
Bro,
you could do that in whatever strip club. Shout out that strip club in Durham.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is where you do that at.
No,
What
no,
is
no,
this
no, no,
convention?
no, no.
Because I see a weed flag being advertised.
If you do this at this convention, you do it inside the convention, not at the red carpet. You do it in closed doors where it's just not that many cameras, where it's not all this.
That's stupid logic because you got to think, right? That's like saying wear the mask when you walk through
Well,
the
not
restaurant,
only that,
but when you sit down, take the mask off.
All right, here's
like,
my-
nigga,
No.
are we
You did not
motorboating
just-
titties?
No, that's
or
different.
not?
That's different. It is different. It is a different thing because you going inside an establishment or a place where there shouldn't be cameras in here, where there shouldn't be certain things that are able to
Shouldn't
like.
be cameras.
I don't know what this is inside. I'm
But
likening it to.
you
I'm likening
making shit up.
I'm likening it to a strip club.
Yeah.
If you're going to a place where people are naked, more than likely there's not cameras inside. At least not
Exactly.
those type of cameras where everybody can view them, like where some random person can just pick them up. You know what I'm saying? Like
If you see a
if
nigga-
there's a camera in there, it's a camera from the establishment. It's not a camera from some random nigga beside you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this shit right here is why are you in front of him? Why are you doing
Precisely.
this right? Why
The
do you
thing
have a
is-
nigga behind you? You damn near turned around and said hello and kept doing this shit.
Facts.
Like, you know
My
what I'm saying?
only
Like-
point is you can care and have the well-being of the black community in your heart, right? While also being a public degenerate.
But if you want to
understand.
battle in
It's
certain arenas, you got to uphold certain things to battle in certain arenas.
Says who?
Unless he's already like at a certain level in his I don't know what the term
When
I'm
you're
looking for.
preaching-
Lauren, you're getting old, and
Wait,
you're
no.
and you're confining to the man.
Alzheimer's.
You get what I'm saying?
You don't know what I'm trying to say.
When look, when you're preaching, when you're on some like
That's
type
what I'm
of
trying to-
pedestal and you're trying to preach the word, but like not even in the dark, but in the light,
Right.
you're doing dark work. Like he's
what I'm
not even
saying.
doing dark work in the dark.
That's what
He's
I'm
doing it
saying.
in the light. Like nigga, it's literally a spotlight behind. I can see his shadow. It's
Yeah.
casted behind him
Yeah.
with the breast. Shout out to that Asian woman too. I've seen like thumbnails of her work. I've never really like clicked on it.
Wait, conspiracy theory, right? What if this is all chess? What if this is him knowing that like I go viral for stupid shit? So let me.
But
That's the
Rub
thing
my
right
back.
there.
That's
That's the
I
same
don't
thing.
like this nigga.
That's the same thing
That's
we
why.
talk about.
That's
You don't
why,
like his approach, and that's
no,
fair.
I don't like his like. Oh, I'm smart. No. First of all, you're playing checkers. It's not chess. You're dumb, and it maybe was working in the beginning, but like you keep using that same recipe, and you're making the
And
recipe.
you're not allowing yourself to grow either.
And,
You're not.
and you're adding extra.
I agree with that. I can see
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
He's adding
Yeah.
extra recipes, and it's just fucking up the whole recipe. Like
He's doing side missions.
he's doing this.
Absolutely.
You can do this on a lower level. Like it doesn't have to be this. You get what I'm saying?
I think
To show the ignorance of like, okay, the dichotomy of the ignorant black nigga. You know what I
I
mean?
don't
Which
think
what
he's right, but I feel like being righteous and black and loving titties publicly aren't mutually exclusive. Those two things can be true at the same time.
no, but
Yes,
honestly,
they can.
but
nigga, Martin Luther King
put it like this:
was out here slinking side pussy.
where outside,
DC.
outside,
Coretta wasn't around.
outside, or in a home
You're
in
right.
dark.
There's a way to do it
Under the sewer.
But the point is, you can have some nefarious traits and still have the best interest of the
But
black
that was
community.
never the conversation.
That's all I've ever said.
With that, well, too bad, nigga. You was talking about, but the
Well,
whole
nigga, that's y'all's comprehension.
no, the whole
That's why you push it
conversation,
back then.
the whole, it wasn't really like a point. It was, I was just kind of bringing up why furthermore, why I dislike the nigga. He's like more than hypocritical. He's like just stupid.
I think he's an enigma.
Didn't you defend him last time?
I probably
He did.
defended the context. What context was?
I don't remember. I don't remember. It was a while back.
Lord, what the fuck is your dog doing?
She's horny.
She lays straight out flat.
Yo, that's what all women.
When she a
all
dog,
women
he
are
eat.
the same. Humping floors, humping pillows and shit.
horny bastards.
Horny fucking
See, she just want all her holes filled up.
fuck.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, Charleston
nah.
White, you can like titties and give backpacks to black kids.
Yes, you
Those can happen.
and you can, but like it's just one of those things where
Who would you
it's-
prefer to get a
is funny.
backpack
It is
from?
funny. It is funny, right? Because what you're saying is true. Because if Martin Luther King was doing that out in the open, it doesn't change all the greatness that he's done.
It doesn't.
The same way with how like we could talk about like with any politician ever, because like most of them do hella dirt. Like JFK was like a addict when it came to that. Like he had to have it.
I think you can't be a completely clean person and be successful in
But
politics.
But a
But
lot
at
of
the
those
same
things,
time-
a lot of those scandals happen after the fact too.
It happens
Yeah.
after the fact, like you get your head blown off. And another thing, it's all like, I don't know, man. It's just like wrong. I feel like at the end of the day, it might have started off like with him having a good heart, like, okay, I'm trying to help the black community, because he was already doing it in the first place. But very quickly, and I mean very quickly, it turned into like, oh shit, nigga, I'm seeing some fucking talk money. You know what I mean? Shout out episode 9 of LOY Talk Money.
It doesn't seem
One of
like
our better.
it just don't seem like he stand on nothing for real. It seemed like I'm gonna do anything
But
for the
no.
view, for the whatever. Like I stand on this, but do you though?
But-
because you're gonna take anything to try to further whatever your point.
I
quote,
don't.
unquote,
I
be.
just don't like. It's so ironic. Like he is what's wrong with niggas. Like he himself is what's wrong with niggas. Like he likes to talk about, oh, this is what's wrong. Like no, you are the epitome of like what's wrong.
That's not fair.
A nigga who you think you're telling yourself the truth, but you're not. Like I saw some stupid ass video. It was like there's a difference between like self actualization and like basically differentiating the difference between like being aware
right
of like what you're
You gonna
going
get
through.
away with that?
I mean,
'Cause I was trying to hear, I was trying to hear what he was
First of
gonna say. I was trying, I was
Okay.
trying to let him hear, trying to hear what he had to say.
Nigga, all your gifts might be athletic, nigga.
Okay, I mean, whatever. But all in all, like, I don't know, bro. Like this nigga is just
I feel you.
completely what's wrong.
There's a case here, and like I see what you're saying to where he doesn't. I mean, okay, he acts like a nigga, and he has nigga philosophy, but it's not necessarily the philosophy; it's the framework of thinking about shit. He just uses it to not gangbang, but it's it's got like some type of faulty system to where the math doesn't really add up properly.
Yeah, and it's
He's just kind of better than the average street nigga who's killing people in robbing.
nah. It's not even
But
that.
kind of.
It's not even that. It's just. It's almost like he's an anti-hero, but he genuinely thinks he's doing good. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just weird, but
I think it's a little delusion. I think most leaders and people in that position are delusional.
for sure.
It probably takes a little bit of that to be successful in that realm. But, you know, for some niggas, it leads you to just motorboat Asian titties and
Yeah.
do drive-bys. I mean, turkey get backs,
Yeah.
literally.
Turkey give back.
I don't know what Charleston White does with black people. We kind of, this whole conversation, I noticed, we just assumed that he's doing something for black people. And maybe, because
But
I've heard something.
I've heard him talk about, and like the whole giving away book bags, like I've heard him do more than that. That's why I said, you know.
That's just a funny way to summarize it.
yeah,
man.
giving away book bags, nigga, it's probably happening right now.
Literally, he paying for everybody back to school haircuts.
But yeah,
Nigga shit.
yeah. But it all depends, man. It all depends. That's just my opinion. You know, y'all probably have y'all opinions on Charleston White. Please put them down below in the comments.
Yeah.
And another thing with the comments, YLOYs, again, we've done a pretty good job dropping it in this episode. You know what I mean? So
Do we have any from last week?
No, nigga, we don't.
I don't know. You never know. They might have just typed in.
And just tapped in, of course.
You gotta have
That's
faith.
never
You
happened.
gotta have hope.
YLOYs is just a great thing we do. Any questions or concerns, please put them down below. We're going to get to it, or try to. Probably will. We never get them, so, I mean, yeah. But, yeah, man. It's been a good show. It's been a good night. A lot of eventful things. You know what I mean? Met the Menace mama.
Yeah, we
you
don't
know,
have
Mama
no-
Menace.
Yeah, we met Mama Menace, and apparently she's ashamed of what she's raised.
Yeah. Her creation is a slight failure. With a,
So this nigga don't help it. Shit.
yeah. But,
Good God.
you know, that's its own little problem. But, hey, man, it's been beautiful. Probably finna, you know, get a little bit higher. Hey, there's something else we were supposed to say.
We got anything coming up? I don't know, but just thank you overall to all the motherfuckers viewing this shit and liking it, feeling the pimping and shit, because we do it for y'all. It's not to entertain ourselves.
And shout out to all the people that found out at my job that this is what I do. Please don't just go out telling niggas. It's no real point. What?
I'm trying to get his bitch away from
was that? You almost hit the dog.
You smell these nuts.
LOI the show. 3 Oak Mondays, Homeroom Tuesdays. LOI you've been watching. Don't forget about the Wild LOIs. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you listen. Don't forget what Groove said and what I said at the beginning of the show. It's dangerous to have YouTube up while you're driving in the morning. So make sure you have us on that Spotify, the Apple Podcast. Have us in the background. You know what I mean? Help us boost those numbers. Get a little manyan.
Yeah.
But
y'all do a fabulous job of liking and commenting too.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's
that's another
good
thing.
active activity. We almost don't have to tell them about.
A wonderful job of liking and commenting. Yeah, a wonderful job. But it's been good. It's been great. White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
Jay Nobles.
Tone Groove.
We.
Yeah, boy.